that some fucking thing has attacked you, and you're on your way back to tell the mayor. You weren't back yet, and it's gonna take you one full turn, so it'll be back to me, because it takes a whole nother day. We'll say you got there at night and you fell asleep at the inn.
Yeah.
From your 2-day travel, because it was a 2-day travel back.
Right.
All right, so that would put it right back to me. Let's see. I'm not a big fan of this song.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not vibing it.
You should put on some Beastie Boys real quick.
Yeah, before we start my next turn. No.
For your right to party. For your right to
How big is this playlist? Quite a bit. Alright, it'll just keep playing the next one after the next one, hopefully.
Right.
Alright. So, after relaxing and making money that day, I think I'm gonna chill out. After he beat my ass like that, I'm thinking like my dude's gonna be a little scared because he did just get his ass beat and yelled at. He's gonna try to lay low for a few days. I think I'm gonna work another day, get another 10 gold.
Alright.
Probably the safest thing to do at this point. Putting me up to 15 gold. And that would be back to you.
Okay. So...
Sexy.
I go to the mayor.
Your character's over there.
Or I go to the mayor's office.
Oh, we did.
I go to wherever the fuck the mayor's at.
You need a secret identity.
You want to make her character first?
She's already made.
Oh.
She just has to write her secret identity down and her character name.
Okay.
Like, no one knows your real name's Lord Stoney, so far. Everyone knows you as Sir Jonathan III.
I am Sir Jonathan III. So, did you hear me?
Alright. This one's Stoney's. On the back is where you're gonna put, like, the gold you get, and, like, if you get a job or anything.
Okay.
And then,
Experience plus 4 plus what's,
Okay, that is your experience, like, say you need, using it, like, Stoney used his angel... Say he used his angel, he was in heaven trying to convince an angel that his idea was correct. He could use his persuasion with angels on the experience to add 5 to his dice roll.
Okay.
Don't I
Being
also
able to
have...
use that.
Don't I have experience with humans as well?
Is Richard in?
Not yet.
Yeah. I got experience with mutants, demons, angels, and humans.
We'll kind of cycle a little bit.
Did you update my page for, with the,
Your page is completely updated with the eggs. The gold is at 40. You have 5 chickens. at your ranch.
What about the cutlass?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So I go to wherever the fuck the mayor is. And
Alright, the bear's asking what did you find out? You've been gone for a few days.
I have found out that whatever we are dealing with is not natural. It is what I believe to be a demon.
What? You're
And
fine. Go to bed.
You need water? She needs some water, baby.
It's fine. She had a cup back there with her. She has water. She needs to go
Is
to
there
bed.
water in the cup? Well, drink it.
no,
It's not in there?
In there, Coraline. You brought it with you.
Ooh.
Any excuse not to go to bed with that one.
Alright, so... Where were we? You were talking to the mayor.
yes. I told him, I
He
said,
believes to be a demon.
yes. And I'm still working on how to...
Do you know what this demon wants?
No. Not as of right now. And give me a second, I'm having heartburn.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Just give me a
Hey,
second.
baby.
But I will figure out how to prevent whatever it wants. At some point.
Okay.
Until I get any more leads on that, I will be working on some other stuff.
Okay.
But as soon as I get a lead on that, I will be doing it.
Have you found out
Go
what... Do you think it's what's poisoning the fish?
I'm not quite for sure, but it could be. I still need to go check out the fish supply. Because the other leads took me in the other direction. I will check that out here in a little bit. But while I was gone, has anything else happened?
No. Nothing.
Okay.
Surprisingly, when you left, so did the criminal.
That's good.
That's suspicious. Sorry.
No.
A little bit. But, okay, I'm glad to hear that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go take...
She needs help finding her cup.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
beat her. That's what's gonna happen. She needs to go to bed.
I'm going to do some
Tonight I will
rounds.
send you a revised copy of your character.
Okay.
Because you gotta remember, I put down Mayor knows, because the mayor does know your secret identity now. He knows who you are, like,
Right.
that you can use powers. That's why you want to watch who you use powers in front of.
Right.
Now the mayor of your city knows, but that could be a good thing. That
Right.
could lead to a lot of open doors. Knowing that you're not just some other human.
Right. So
Alright, so you spend the morning talking to the mayor. It's now about noon.
It's about noon. Let's go to the message board and see if there's anything on there for me. Or any notices. So let's go to in and then check the message board.
Alright. You go to the message board to find a newspaper sitting there that normally you would have to pay to get to. And you notice on page 2 that there is somebody reported seeing a flying robot. a singular flying robot in Ontario, a place north of you.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Alright. Yeah, that's days of travel.
Right.
Even on horse.
Or I can just teleport.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do that. You know what? I'm gonna ask around, see if anybody needs any, like, extra work done for some coin.
Alright. You look, and there are no nearby people looking for work. The farmers are actually angry because someone is stealing their crops, and they were normally the ones that hire people to crop the fields, pick up the hay, all that stuff. But now they're getting robbed, so they're not able to make as much money. So they can't afford to pay any workers, and they're very upset about it.
Okay.
So I'll say it's about 6 o'clock now, through searching the town for jobs, asking person to person, because that's, you know, how it rolled back in the day.
Let's go back to my... actually... Let's patrol until 12 a.m.
Alright, so you're patrolling till 12 and then going to sleep.
Yep.
Alright, jumping back over to mine. Oof. Okay, my dude always sleeps in his underwear, for,
Of course.
you know, reference, so everybody knows that my dude isn't just switching clothes simultaneously. No, he's taking the time to.
Right. I should probably go get that water out of the freezer.
Yes, it's gonna be nice and cold now, man.
Oh, it's gonna be nice and frozen.
And then as it thaws, you can drink it, and it'll always be nice and cold.
Yeah, sir. That's why I do it like that.
Alright, I am boring. I'm gonna wait another day. Just one more day before I go out looking again.
Really?
I'm gonna keep looking at the news. There's still thefts going on regularly every night. People are getting fucking robbed.
Oh.
They're finding things going missing that don't even make sense. Like, they'll look and one of their loaves of bread is gone. And they swear they had 2 loaves, but now they have 1.
Okay. Alrighty.
It doesn't even make sense at this point. They're just taking random shit from
Right.
people as much as they can get, stocking up on their food, slowly their animals, things like that.
Okay.
Every night he's taking something. So
And
at
these
least
are
he
mostly
didn't
happening in
he
Ontario
didn't get the
now.
kid. He let the kid go.
Okay. So is it my turn or your turn?
All right. My sword is like a pen, by the way, that like is like Percy Jackson, where you click the button and it turns into a fucking sword
Right.
on the spot. So I'm not just carrying a fucking sword. That would be insane.
What, like I do?
Yeah, but carrying a sword for me, probably, I don't know. I don't want people to see the sword, know the sword, and find out who I am, you know?
Right.
Those are things you want to watch out for. Those people will be like, you know, that's weird. You're rolling around with 2. You're about the same size. Anyway, so...
Okay.
Back to the other music. I really like this one. This music's bomb. Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna read the paper while just working the day away. And I'll wake up tomorrow and do something. And gain some more money. Every now and then I got to. Like, I'm broke as shit.
Well,
like,
I still only have
$15.
I only got 40 as of right now.
I'm weaker than that. And money with stances.
True. Okay.
So I am now at $25. Or 25 gold. And it's back to you. Yes, it is.
So, since I collect my eggs, of course.
Alright. Let's see how many you're getting. You know, you should make more chickens.
I should.
So tomorrow you get a better run.
I should, but...
You can make up to 20 chickens.
I know.
And then you'd have an overstock on them.
Mm-hmm. But you'll see where I'm getting at. So... do you want me to roll or you roll?
You get 2.
I got 2 more eggs? Okay.
You got 2 more eggs overnight.
Okay. I proceed to teleport to Ontario.
I did.
Before I do that, I leave a note on my door for the
It's
mayor.
not really teleporting to Ontario, because you guys think that's hundreds of miles away. You can only move at 100 miles at a time, and every time you do, it takes a toll on your body. 50%. Once you take it, then you can go 50 miles, and then you can only go 25, and then, you know, so on and so forth. Until you can't fucking move. That your body's so exhausted, you're just falling over.
Okay, I teleport as close as I can without reaching my limit.
Alright, so you could jump probably you could probably jump 150 before it would start, like, fucking with you to the point you would have to roll to create shit and all that because you're so weak on energy.
And I eat 2 eggs.
Baby, are you not playing?
I am, I'm just waiting for my...
I eat 2 eggs.
Okay.
Let me know when it's on me. I can listen and do
You're
both.
next.
You hear me though?
What's up?
I eat 2 eggs.
Alright, so you eat the 2 eggs you collected for breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Now, doesn't that replenish at least a little bit of magical power to where I can at least walk?
Yes. Eating does give you energy. So you would get enough energy that you could do another 100. If you, instead of 150, you could do 200 miles. Which would get you, if you're in Columbus... Invite Richard to the chat,
so, babe. It would be...
You got it.
In total, that'd be what? 350 miles altogether? If I were to jump it like that?
You are in Ohio. We'll see.
What's his name?
Is that Richard?
Is he having troubles? Oh, okay. Okay.
Alright, so yeah, you're in the middle of Ohio. We're gonna say it's like 1,000 miles from one side to the other.
Oh shit. Okay.
And if you're in the middle, that would still be another 500 miles to go.
So okay,
If-
yeah.
So with teleporting 200 miles, and then if you took your horse by nightfall, you could go from the middle to like the tip of New York. Like you'd be just in New York in a whole day,
Okay. Yeah, I
which
do
is
that.
like a good mile, good
Yeah.
amount of miles.
I
It
do
would take you
that.
2 days to get to Ontario, because then you have to take a boat. You have to go the rest of the way through New York, take a boat, and then you're in.
Okay. Well, once I get to the town that I'm at before the boat,
You're gonna summon a bunch of dogs to keep you warm at night while you sleep. That's a fucking actually good idea.
that is a really good idea. Okay.
It's like you could make like 15
Um,
wolves.
Oh God. No.
No one will fuck with you.
What I was going to say was I was going to look around for any job opportunities,
Okay.
and after I find a job opportunity, I'm going to probably stay at the inn because it's free.
Alright.
'Cause I am
Yeah,
the
it's for
sheriff.
2 sheriffs.
Mm-hmm.
Is he
But
in?
that only works in the United States.
So
A
once
sheriff for Canada would be a whole different state, or like if you go to
That'd be a state,
Louisiana or
yeah.
Texas,
Right.
those are different countries. The
Right.
United States, this in the 1800s was not very big.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, long story short. Nice. You start in the future, and we were all working the same
Ah, my titty.
case. We're not on that part of the story yet, but basically we were all led to a scientist lab. We don't know whose scientist lab, but a portal opened, and it sucked all of us in. And we all popped into random spots in the world.
Right. Like I had my
And we're
hand
just
on his
forced
shoulder.
to start your life all over again.
Right. I had my hand on his shoulder, and I was in Pennsylvania. He ended up in New York.
And I haven't been introduced yet.
Had we
Not
not,
yet.
I would have been way far away. He could have landed in Georgia or China. Who knows?
The other side of the world.
And again, we have all the maps posted, so
Yeah,
you can
it's in
look
the
at the
D&D
maps.
group.
And we're talking 1800s. All of them are 1800 maps.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give Mark enough passion,
There's
and
New
he'll find it.
York.
The character building is not bad at all, actually. You could make one in like 20 minutes. Alright, babe. Do me a solid.
Yes, my dear.
Before I start your turn.
Well, it's technically
Right.
still my turn.
All that stuff done. Down. Yeah, it's still Stoney's turn. I'll write all this stuff down. That and that.
Because you have to tell me about the
None of
job
these.
opportunities
None of
and all
those.
that.
You know, none of those but the experience.
Sure.
Just the names of the categories.
No problem.
On your phone, you can download something called, fuck, what is it called, Stoney? Stoney's using it.
Simple dice.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
RPG Simple Dice. Yes.
And it's got all the dice.
It
Currently, we're
has the
using
D4,
D20s to decide
D6,
actions.
D8, D10,
certain
12,
actions.
20, and 100.
I do not, we do not know each other. Well, not me and Stoney, at least. We decided that we did not prior know each other. We were just happened to be investigating the same thing and got pulled into the same portal.
Yeah.
But all of us did. That's the beginning story for everybody. D20.
Yeah, D20.
You need to give me like a minute, 2 minutes.
You also still have 2 eggs on you in your ranch
Well,
house. Your
here,
cabin on the ranch.
okay. Mark, you still have to tell me about those job opportunities. Just
Job
say
opportunities?
I walk up to a board.
Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, you asked about job opportunities
Yeah.
where you were.
Yeah.
Well, at night, there's not going to be a lot of job opportunities.
Well, yeah, I
But
mean,
we'll
like, look
say,
at the board at first.
you look at the board and you see that whole town's still ranting about seeing a winged man, and that there is actually like a picture drawn from some guy who does drawings of pictures, sketches, and they've got like 3 different similar faces to yours but not yours, kind of thing. You know, where the sketch artist draws it his
Yeah.
best. So there's one of those going on, and then there's also one about a guy just appearing in a boat, a crazy man. Man proved to be crazy.
Okay.
Like, no one believes that some guy just fucking appeared out of thin air, landing in his fucking boat, and just materializing a sword.
Is
A
there
cutlass.
a picture?
And then he called the fucking cops on me. What kind of bullshit is that? Like, let me stay in his house and shit, and then the next day called the fucking cops on me.
Right. Is there a sketching of this supposed man appearing out of nowhere?
No.
No?
Everyone thought he was crazy.
Okay.
There's just a picture of the crazy guy. And you see it's the guy from the bar who you stole the sword from.
So I look down at my sword, I look at the guy, and I'm like, huh. Okay. I'm gonna take this down and, you know, just stick this in my pocket real quick. Time to move to the inn.
Alright, and then you're sleeping for the night. I'm sleeping for the night. Babe, are you done yet? Almost?
I'll be in just a second.
Okay, awesome. So we'll move into making Richard's character real quick, and then we'll introduce both of them.
Okay. Oh, it's
good.
cool.
All good?
Then
Thank you.
I can throw my food in the oven.
Alright. So we usually start with a secret identity, which is your real name, but you're not gonna like just be like,
Tell
oh look,
people.
I got powers.
Right, right.
Back in the fucking 1800s, you know, there's Indians, there's Mexicans, there's fucking people trying, you know, Indians are mad if you try to get too close to their land and shit, you know?
Right. Well, there goes my phone.
What did you throw it or drop it?
Okay, so
I mean,
I'm
this
in
is
my
back, there's
underwear,
the Roman
and I put it
Empire.
in my elastic band, and it just slips through sometimes.
Oh shit.
And this is back in the day of the Zing Dynasty as well. No. Yeah, you just pick one. Items,
Randomized.
powers. But we're gonna start with a just basic little character name, not a superhero name. It's a secret identity. Yeah, like mine's Charles Carmichael, but I haven't made a superhero name because people don't know me. I'm gonna let the name come to what they want to call me in the paper. They'll call me something in the papers. Like Spider-Man didn't even choose his name. They tried to call him the Human Spider, and then all of a sudden the papers started calling him Spider-Man. Boom.
Right.
Name stuck.
Like, my name is Sir Jonathan III, but my
That's his hero name.
Yeah, my actual identity is Lord Stony.
No one knows that. But the mayor, he did his fucking power in front of the mayor, and the mayor was like, oh, cool. I've heard
Yeah,
some shit
I
like
was
that
so
going around,
fucking
so.
lucky. Oh yeah, like Mark, he's the DM. He rolled a 19. I rolled a 20. That is the only reason I didn't get my ass beat that day. Okay?
He would have, or else he was going to end up freak out, try to kill the dogs.
Probably try to kill me.
Big fight's going to break out, obviously. You know, after he kills the dogs, he's going to go for you. That kind of thing. But,
He's
you know,
gonna
good thing we
after
didn't go
my
down
dog
that
and
path.
die.
Anyway, secret identity.
Yes. Okay.
Money D. Garf came around accidentally, by the way. The name Money D. Garf, didn't you do that by accident?
Alright, species. You can be anything in the world. Like,
Anything.
Babe's
Oh,
a
you're gonna be human?
fairy. I'm a mutant.
I'm
I'm
Angel
fucking
and Demon.
X-Men. I was part of the X-Men. Descendant of Peter Parker. Straight up human. Alright.
Okay.
I am a fairy mutant hybrid, thank you very much.
If you have powers that aren't just devil fruits. Devil fruit's one thing, but like if you have any kind of power, you would be a metahuman.
Type shit.
Like teleportation, flying, anything
Kinda
like that,
like
you'd
me.
be a metahuman. Like, you could have been bit by a radioactive spider, or fucking, you know, something stupid, you know, fell in toxic waste. Fuck, the Joker fell in toxic waste and it made him crazy. I'm
Right,
a
like a
descendant of
mutation.
Peter Parker. Peter Parker is my father. So I have
nice.
danger sense and I can just use it whenever I want. It goes off just anytime because it's who I am. It's part of who I am as a person. I got it from my genetics. Whereas, like, Babe can do light control and creation freely because she's a fairy. Fairies do that. Anybody seen True Blood? That's just what fairies do.
Yeah. Well, you see, I can also summon. I can summon fucking anything, animals. Almost.
And he's a Nephilim, which
half
is
angel, half demon.
Yeah, half angel, half demon. Whereas a Nephilim is angel and human.
Mm-hmm. Well, it could also be demon and human. It's universal with the humans.
Which is why when he read the paper, he was laughing because it said something about a man beast who fucking had wings and shit. Because he flew his wings open. The dude wouldn't give him the sword, so he flew his wings open and everyone in the bar freaked out and ran away, and he got the sword for free.
I got the sword for free, I got a few drinks, and then I left.
Yeah, he bounced.
Didn't I like teleport out of there?
Metahuman.
Yeah, I teleported onto the other side of the fucking city.
On the outskirts. Alright, hair color. Hair color and length.
Ooh, nice. See, mine is fire and green. Oh yeah. My character. Oh yeah.
But he makes his hair disappear, and he just kind of has like a Dean Winchester short haircut when he wants to blend in with like the crowd, the cities, when he's not fighting. He could technically just start his hair on fire, and that would be his costume. No one would even know who he was. Like Ghost Rider.
Oh my god.
He's pushing so hard for another season of Supernatural.
Yes, he is, and I'm not finna lie.
All over.
He is the sexiest, one of the sexiest man alive. Oh, that he also plays Geralt of Rivia in The Witcher.
Okay.
I love that guy too. He's
all right. Height. How tall?
Damn, nigga.
Shit, that's one tall motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
Everyone's
taller
look at
than
you when
me.
you walk in. All right, gender.
White
Female.
beard.
Gender.
Female.
Male.
Eye color.
Blonde.
Blonde, yeah. Yeah, I love my blonde eyes, man.
Weight, you can put like how much you weigh plus like a build if you want like buff. Like 120 muscle.
That like I'd, yeah, I was about to say about 400 something for that height, because I'm 225
Shit.
in muscle at 6 foot.
I will also be sending you a picture of your character when done, so you have something to look at. Social skills.
Yes, but
None.
somebody already doesn't somebody already have
Whitebeard is Whitebeard. You
yeah
can't take Whitebeard because Whitebeard is Whitebeard.
yeah
But you
doesn't
can be like. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, you have to have a different like devil fruit too, won't you?
No. You got the
No?
same devil fruit. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck. That's right. If he has. There's only
Mm-hmm.
one type of devil fruit ever.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Yes.
1800s, theoretically, he could have got it before Whitebeard got it. And Whitebeard would
Ooh.
cease to exist, but that would be a major change to the timeline as well.
Yeah, that would fuck the timeline up too much. Really?
And we're looking at hundreds of years in the past. We're looking at the year 1800, so we're looking at 222 years.
Really?
Oh, so if you, yeah, by you going to the future, it would think you died, and if you were gone long enough, the fruit would just come back, and he'd be able to get it.
Mm,
Yeah.
I thought he got Ace's fruit, killed him, and stole it from him.
No, what?
yeah.
They killed it and stole the fruit after it regrew,
Mm-hmm.
and then put it in a tournament. Well, hold on. Let's not say anything yet because Stoney ain't there yet. He has no idea what we're talking about.
I've seen spoilers about that episode, so I know at least a little bit. Yeah.
You are
So I'm gonna
Whitebeard's ancestor.
I'm gonna put
Yeah.
pirate. Yeah, you would be an
Technically-
ancestor.
No, technically you would be his kin.
Because Whitebeard dies, therefore, and then the show continues for at least 10 years after that, and
You would
your
have to
character
be
would be
his
about your
kid.
age, so you'd be his kid.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was about to say. You'd have to be his kid.
You would
going
be
back
his
in
kid
time.
or grandkid. Yeah, you could technically be his grandkid and his fucking, oh dude, that would be insane. And then he sleep with some girl in the past, and that's what makes Whitebeard.
Oh my god, that would be...
So technically he makes himself. That means you would technically make yourself.
Yeah. Hold on, I thought you could only eat one devil fruit.
Nope.
You can.
Ah.
He could copy a devil fruit.
Oh, okay. Huh. Okay. Right.
Which makes a lot of sense. Anyway, next would be Rolling, and you're going to be rolling D10s for this one.
I can roll it for you.
But
if
yeah,
you
for
want me to.
social skills, I put Pirate.
Go to bed, Marky.
For experience, Descendant of Blackbeard. Whitebeard,
Same
yeah.
difference.
It is not.
Just one
There's a
beard
major
is
difference.
black and one's white.
No.
Now which
Yeah.
one's which? I'm not actually asking. I'm not actually. that's why I elaborated on that.
Pirate. Alright, go ahead and roll it. Okay, roll it again. Again. Again.
You're rolling your
4, 2.
Roll again. Roll again. Roll again. Oh, nice. That's a good number there. Roll again.
Yeah, like, holy fuck.
Oh, dude. Alright. No, that's fine. I believe you. Alright, that was it for the roll. That gives you a 7 for intelligence. 10 is the highest. 6 is... Yeah, 10 is like... You got a 10 in defense. So, defense... like, they have to go through your defense. And defense only comes back after you rest overnight and wake up the next morning.
Right.
Even after the fight is over, you don't want to immediately initiate another fight. Your body's going to be worn, especially if you've been like me. I got thrown through like 2 buildings and a fucking
A window,
lamppost.
a lamppost, and a building. Yeah.
And then I had to pay for one of the windows. The dude blamed me. He's like, thief! I went in there to buy fucking food! The fuck?
Right.
So that was fun. You've got a 6 in strength.
Oh, that's a lot better than what I have. I got 2.
Yeah, you gotta think like, a human's about 3, so 6 would be like twice as strong as a human.
Right.
But not 10 is Superman. Like, you punch a dude, that fucking dude's going through like 6 buildings.
You punch a dude, his
18
chest is gonna
walls.
be crushed.
I got a 9 in strength.
Yeah, Babe is
Roll it
almost
out.
Superman.
Then take it off.
Yeah.
Not here
Your
anymore.
agility is 5, which is how much you can dodge.
Yeah, I got 0.
Yeah, he got 0. He can't
I
dodge
can't.
shit. You throw anything at him, he's immediately taking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't even get to roll. Alright, you got a 2 for speed. So your dude is he is slower than Stony. He smokes more than Stony slow. And Stony's a smoker.
Right. I got 3
So, you know,
speed.
running up a hill, you're just, No, durability, you got a 6, which that is what they have to go through after your defense. They have to go through that every turn. It's a 6, so they have to hit you for at least 7.
That's
And if
not
they hit
bad.
for 7, 6 is blocked, 1 carries to your 9 health.
Yeah. I got
Which is
4
pretty high for
durability,
health.
which is not bad.
Again, you got that 10 defense, which is like smacking in case like somebody catches you by surprise or
You're the
something. You're
tank.
gonna need that. But energy is 6. That's how many powers you can physically use at once. A devil
Ooh,
fruit is 2.
nice.
And you can do it at will. But you gotta watch out what you say, because once you say it, there's no takebacks. That's what it's
Yeah,
doing.
I need to find one of the devil fruits, no cap.
Yeah.
You better make that
Alright,
happen
so-
soon, bitch.
For experience now, I put Descendant of Whitebeard, Pirate, which if, say, you're on a ship with a pirate and you're trying to convince another pirate that, you know, Whitebeard is the way to go, like, join me, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You could use that pirate. Oh, no, you roll an 8 and I rolled a 9, you know, you would lose, but because you're using it for something that requires a pirate, you get a +3 to your dice roll. Making it now a success.
Yeah, like for me, I have mutants, demons, angels, and humans. For demons and angels, I get +5.
And he's a metahuman, so obviously he'd have human, which is only a +1.
Mm-hmm. I'd say
It's
mutants
pretty
as well.
common. Oh no, he's meta, not mutant. Mutant is like he's the descendant of Whitebeard, but Whitebeard is just a human with a devil fruit. So that
True.
doesn't make him. He's a metahuman only because.
Okay. That's what I was. That's what I was
Metahuman
thinking.
means that you're human like your father, but you
You
got
have
the
powers.
meta from your
Yeah.
mother, the powers from your mother, and your mother could be an alien, she could have been Kryptonian, she could have been whatever the fuck Starfire is, she could have been a Martian,
You know what? I'm gonna
she
look
could have
that
been from
up
Saturn.
because we keep bringing that up and we don't know what it is.
Yeah. So if your mom was a mutant, we would put mother.
Ooh, nice.
Mystique.
Starfire belongs to a Tamaranian, so I was correct.
Mystique is a mutant with yellow color. Yeah, I was an X-Men. I didn't go down the... My dad was an Avenger. I was an X-Men. No spoilers either. If you think you know who the other dude's villain is, you know, don't. If it's not part of your story. But yeah, I'm looking at a picture of Mystique right now with her, like, machine gun and shit.
Yeah, I already know the villain you're dealing with, Mark, but I'm not gonna say nothing.
I know nothing of any of it, so.
Because I already know who it is. I guessed it, like... So... Just from your stats and what he said, that's all I need to know.
Mutants give you +3. So, like, if you had something to do with the X-Men or something, you would get a +3 to your dice roll to try successful talking, hearing, anything that dealt with, like, the X-Men's mansion, things like that.
Touch it.
Well, you're a pirate. But your mother was a mutant, therefore you have sway. Like, you show up in front of mutants, they're gonna be like, ah, fellow mutant. I know your mother. You're her boy. And then pirates will be like, hey, you're Blackbeard's kid.
Whitebeard.
Except Whitebeard's kid, but yeah, you're also back in the future, so no one's gonna say that. You're back in the past, so technically no one even knows you're from the future, and we don't even know where you're popping out yet, but starting now, you have powers, you have 6 energy slots.
Mark
Hey.
Philip Wilson III, you don't lay down, little boy, I'm whooping your ass.
Hey, Mark, for that cutlass I have, what is the name of it? Or do I get to name it?
It has never been named. I created it and literally just to show the guy, and I left it in his fucking boat, guys. It's like a nice sword, like an Excalibur quality, so like a good enough for a fucking king. A very nice cutlass, made very well, hard to break.
So what should I call it? Like...
That, you can call it whatever you want.
Okay, say less.
But for him, let's finish him real quick. 6 energy, we already know you're doing the Tremor fruit. Oh, which means experience, can't swim.
That's okay, you can't swim in real life, so.
No, he like falls in the water and that's it. Well, you get the Tremor fruit.
Ooh.
You would have to get something from your mother.
Shape-shifting. Yeah. That's basically
She can do
Mystique's
that?
only... Yeah, that's Mystique's only power is,
Oh, dude, that's
shape-shifting.
dope. That's fucking dope.
Do you not know who Mystique is?
I've never
She's
seen
the
an
blue
X-Men
chick.
movie in my entire fucking life.
She's the blue
Bro,
chick.
I am gonna
Wait, she's
walk
the
to
blue
your
chick with the
house.
fucking,
Yes.
like, red hair that's all
Yes.
slicked back and shit?
With the scales and
Oh,
shit? Yeah.
oh, dude, that bitch gives me nightmares. Oh, so choco. She's hot in a nightmare,
Bruh, that
devilish kind of way, but
actress
yeah.
is
oof.
so fucking hot. Mm-hmm.
Alright, but yes, the Tremor fruit will be 2, leaving you with 4. And then the dark fruit, that would be an interesting one to have that one as well.
I would say... Right.
Yeah, I almost feel like that's OP.
Yeah, that's
I feel
what
like
I'm
that's
saying.
too
You
OP.
cannot... in my opinion, you should not be able to use both in tandem.
Yeah, like my
At the same
craft
time.
fruit things, that I make have a time limit, so I can't. That would bring it to 4. Yes. Yes, you could technically have found it. You wouldn't have had it before. You would have had to have found it after Blackbeard's death. Assuming Blackbeard dies within the next 20 to 30 years, which he probably will. Let's be honest. They're going to get tired of it and move on to something else. So technically him and... Yeah, Pirates didn't live very long, even with the Devil Fruits. I don't feel like he'll live past old age of like 50 or 60, so like within 20 years, if you were the grandkid of Blackbeard or Whitebeard, technically they would both have been dead.
True.
Pirates didn't see grandparents. Grandparents were dead. They were lucky to see their parents.
Explain what that is. 'Cause I don't know.
Okay. Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, he's not there yet.
Okay.
He can take their energy and make it so negative that they get tired and fall asleep. Uncontrollably. Observation. You could have both, technically, but you would have no movement ability.
Right.
They would both take 2, and you could technically use all 3 of them simultaneously without an issue. Not even a dice roll.
Yeah, but he won't be able to move, would he?
No, he can move. You can move, you just wouldn't have like teleport or super speed. Like super speed's a ×2, hyper speed is ×4.
Yeah, don't I have a speed modifier?
You have teleport, which is instant.
Yeah, true.
It's like it's like Goku's instant transmission.
Right.
Except not as great. Conqueror's Hockey is definitely worth 2. I wouldn't say observation, just because that's just telling what a dude's gonna do.
Right.
You could, based on what his movements. The only thing that could beat observation hockey would be like danger sense, because then as soon as you go to swing, the person would sense it instantly.
Or teleportation.
Go ultra instinct move, basically, like Spidey sense. Yes. Observation hockey would be good. I'm just saying, like, against Peter Parker or Venom, you know, people with danger sense, you would be fucked. That would cancel out.
Yeah.
Because you'd think you would know what they're going to do, and then they would know what you were going to do. They'd be like, oh, you're going to hit me? Miss. And you'd keep trying to swing until you'd have nothing.
Actually, I think it would be
possibly.
just a draw.
Conqueror's Hockey only works if the opponent's, like, you could knock out fucking people, no problem, priests, but, like, say you're going against Venom or someone, they're going to have a strong mind. They're not just going to go down.
Or, you know,
from some Conqueror's
a
Hockey.
Nephilim.
Yeah, somebody with high power.
Yeah.
Like, eventually, you know, like, Luffy's wasn't going to work on the, say, you know, fucking Whitebeard. He wasn't going to work on fucking Whitebeard. He'd have looked at him, or Shanks, and been like, yeah, fucking right, dude. Let's show you some real Conqueror's Hockey. And then he would put Luffy to sleep.
All you'd have to do is go, done. That's it.
Yes.
But
yeah, danger sense is so much better than observation hockey. You also have shape shifting, but that doesn't cost anything.
Right. Right. And Mark, once you're done with his sheet, can you look over on my sheet or our messages, and you'll see what I named the sword.
Shapeshift. Shapeshifting would be free, and we would say people. Yeah, everyone thinks they're OP till they find out how not OP they are.
Exactly.
Like, I thought I was OP. A dude turned invisible and beat the fuck out of me. I couldn't see him. My danger sense is like he's here somewhere.
Poof!
As he beat my ass.
Exactly. Poof!
Can't fight what you can't see. That's just the end of it. You can't. So I got you the Tremor Fruit, Danger Sense, Shape Shifting, Conqueror's Hockey. They'd be like, hey, you stop, the whole military, and you'd be like, no, I'm not gonna stop.
No.
They'll be like, we're gonna fire in 3, and you're all asleep.
And
what was that?
You're dead.
I think you forgot 2 and 1. As you're walking back, looting their pockets.
I think that's actually the last step, to be honest.
Yeah, that leaves you 1 spot, because Danger Sense is only 1, whereas Observation Hockey is 2, but isn't even as good, which doesn't make sense. But it's power-wise. But Danger Sense is so much better. Like, literally, you could be like, oh, I feel like something bad's gonna happen. I'm in South America.
Right.
You do have 1, and all movements are 1 power worth. Hyper speed, super speed, everything. Haste would guarantee
that depends on
first...
your speed. And
well, yeah, I was about to say, your speed is at 2. Haste would only double... It'd be like having super speed. It would only double it to 4. And at 4, you're just a fast human. Like, you know, someone who swings really fast.
Yeah, that's still better than 2. I will say that
right now,
much.
you're like a teenager fast. 4 would be like... 3 is like a regular adult, whereas 4 is like karate fast.
There are
5 is like Ip Man and
ass.
Bruce Lee.
There's some 5 fast ass.
So if you had hyper speed... If 5's like Bruce Lee fast, what would 6 be? It'd be faster than Bruce Lee. You'd be able to beat up Bruce Lee.
That's Chuck Norris right there, okay? Chuck Norris can beat up Bruce Lee.
And then there's supersonic. Supersonic speed's like 10 times your speed.
Yeah.
You could do supersonic speed, which would technically be 10 times your speed, which would put you at 20 speed, and you'd be like twice as fast as the fastest. Yes, 10, well, because all you can do really is move, and I guess you can move fast enough to go through time if you wanted to, but no telling where you're going to land at that speed.
Yeah, you don't know where you're
going to control it.
Uh,
you can go that fast,
it's
sure.
It's sort of like the Flash.
Can you?
Could,
yeah, like
you would
Flash
go into like a
control
different dimension.
where he was jumping out of. But at 10, you're regular Flash. Like I just got my powers flashed. At 20, you're like fucking Flash at 40 years old, where he's fought 5 or 6 villains and he's speeding the fuck up, twice as fast as he was before. You're probably reaching Mach fucking 3 and shit. Run around the planet in fucking 10 seconds. Supersonic. Yeah, that's times 10. You can go down to like times 5 is
right.
It's
right. Because you don't know where you'll end up.
Speed, something speed, and then supersonic. There's something between supersonic and hyper. It's like
subsonic.
Subsonic, maybe, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm thinking about guns and calibers and bullets and shit. Because there's subsonic, supersonic, and there's one more. Hypersonic, yeah. Which is basically the same thing with speed. So in between supersonic and normal speed would be sub. No, that'd be.
Yeah, sub is before.
Yeah.
Subtitle. Yeah.
But shit, Mark, look at our messages and just look at what I named the sword.
Alright, taking a picture and sending it to you now. And we are all about to start, starting with Richard, then we're gonna go to you, baby, if that's cool.
Sounds good to
Oh
me.
yeah, by the way, Mark, the sword that I, practically stole, I keep that in my bag, so nobody recognizes it. I have the two little, short swords on my side, just to
I mean, it's a regular bag. You would have to have it behind you or on your sides. I would have, it behind you while you're at the two next
that's
to
what
you.
I'll do. That's what yeah.
Because a sword, you're not just going to be able to throw that in your bag. That's long and pointy, even in
true.
its pocket holder.
True. No, I do not. Not right now.
That's hilarious. And if you had enchantment abilities, that would be fucking OP.
Yes.
Babe already made her character, so we're ready to go. I'm going to restart this music and we're going to go.
Well, if you look at our messages, Mark, I actually want you to add this name of the sword. All the way at the bottom.
I see it.
The Evil Killer.
And I'm going to send you a recent picture of yours. Alright. There's a new one of yours, Stony. So everyone's got their papers in front of them at all times. Very readable, hopefully.
Yeah, it's
Again,
readable.
shape-shifting doesn't have a number because you can literally just do it. You can be like, Animal Woman, woo! Martha Kent. Alright, the question is, you were also, no one cares why you were at that place yet. No one gets to explain why they were investigating or where they came from in the future. As much information as all we knew. No one knew, did you know us? That's up to you. If you knew us or if you didn't. Me and Stony did not know each other, but we saw each other. We all saw each other. All of us know what each other look like. If we ever see each other again, I'm sure we'll be like, hey, wait a minute. I know you. It's a big life event. You get stuck through a portal. I'm remembering everyone that I went through that portal with.
Right.
Wasn't ready for that. Alright. So we can get his out. I like to look at my character. Oh, wait, no. Move this. This runs with Stonies.
Huh? What's going on?
Me and you have not woke up yet. They're doing their day, and then they're going to wake up at the same time as us and be on track with days.
Okay.
So the question is, where did the portal throw you guys? Starting with Richard, where did the portal throw you?
I'd say roll a D.
Maps. Yeah, I was going to say, you have maps.
In Ohio?
In Ohio.
What part of Ohio?
Okay.
Most of my mail suck.
You see?
We're going to say he was going through, the time space isn't, no one can map it, so for some reason he just popped out, days after us.
Okay.
He just popped out, so he's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yep.
He has no idea that we were there probably a week or two before.
I'd say yeah. It's been like a week in game.
Yeah. Real shit. A lot's happened.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so you popped out in Ohio. It's morning time. You just popped out in regular 2022 clothes.
Ooh.
Just gonna say that right off rip. And
Have
this is
fun
the
with that.
1800s. You're gonna stick out hard.
Like a
and you're
sore
7'5".
motherfucking thumb.
And you're big as fuck. So you're already gonna be stared at everywhere you go.
Right. People are gonna call you a giant. Ooh.
He is a giant.
He could also move at the speed of, like, Sound, probably. Like, he's beginning Flash. He can't go through time, but he's pretty fucking fast. He could scale a city in, like, an hour. You could scale the whole ass city. Every house, every building, searched every drawer. All the counters. 2 hours if you wanted to rob all the stores.
Well,
Because you don't have to be good.
yeah, true.
I'm a Vig.
Well, I'm currently a sheriff as of right now.
And he's the sheriff. Alright, so you just woke up in Ohio. What is your character gonna do? You remember everything about going through the portal. So you got sucked through a portal and you're watching as you're going through a tube that's starting to make you nauseous. You know, like a tube of moving blue goo or whatever, that magma or whatever. Like when you go through a portal and there's like that betweenness where you're falling through fucking stars
I've
going
been
past
falling
billions of speeds.
For 30
Yeah,
minutes!
I've been falling for 30 minutes! Exactly. And all of a sudden, boop, there you are.
Right.
You all of a sudden appear, like, jump out of, and you're falling from the sky, you hit the ground, but you live, you know, you're not hurt. You just hit the ground like, fuck,
I'd say you're like,
Like Hiro
About a
Nakamura when he
fridge is
accidentally
length from the
traveled back
ground.
to the Japanese era and he just fell on the ground and looked around and there was Japanese, like, samurais.
oh
And
god.
he's like, oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Alright. You walk for, say, 3 hours one direction, looking at the area so we can all be on the same page here. I need...
Yeah, we need the
This map.
Ohio map.
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna say he landed, like, right around Lake Erie. He kept
Okay,
walking.
right around where I'm at?
He kept walking until he got to, we'll say, Columbus.
Okay.
So it's about 6 o'clock, he's in Columbus. He was on the outskirts, now he's in Columbus. The sheriff is not there.
As of right now.
And... Yep, go ahead. Okay. Okay. The whole town just falls the fuck over. Because these are just regular ass people. The mayor ain't nobody special.
Right.
There ain't even a priest. I mean, there's a priest, but I mean, he's still human.
Right.
Everyone just falls over. Alright, and that conveniently there is actually a bunch of farms going from Ohio to New York.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of farms that people have been getting food stolen from.
Mm-hmm.
And people are happy to let people come in and chill as long as they watch the farm so that they don't fucking, someone comes trying to rob it, you defend. That's the only thing they ask. We've had cabbages stolen, there's people talking about corns taken, tons of different cornfields were like made like UFO patterns and shit. There was a U pattern in one of them, you know, you're hearing word round, you know, before you, we'll say you heard all that before you freaked out. Alright. Well, you knocked out Columbus, and we'll say by midnight you were like up by Erie, Lake Erie, and the outskirts in a farm.
Kind of like where I am.
Hurt.
No cap.
You're in New York, whereas he's in Lake Erie. He's straight north of the middle, in that little curve area. And you're at the top peak of New York, right by Ontario, heading to Quebec.
I'm by
Ontario.
Lake...
Ontario.
I'm next to Lake Erie, but the one next to that one.
Yeah, Lake Ontario, and
that one.
You're crossing that to get to Ontario because you heard of a robot.
Yeah.
That was wreaking havoc. Someone said something about a white robot wreaking havoc.
Okay.
So the next phase would be you going up there, you're staying the night, that would end your chapter. Alright, babe, it is now your day.
Okay, so I was thinking I was gonna end up in... I guess I'll put something in with
I was gonna say, go ahead and... You want to start in Alberta?
Canada.
Okay. Let's go look and find that one. Canada. Alberta is the blue area. Okay.
Yep. Right next to British Columbia.
Yep, we'll say you're in City A, which is the top city, and then there will be City B in the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks
so
like it starts.
What are you going to be in, City A or B? That's up to you.
I'll be in City A.
Yeah, because it all matters, because that's where you'll be going from if you ever leave or wherever. Alright, so you land outside the outskirts in a tree. Nobody luckily sees you, but you're just hanging there.
I'm just hanging from a tree?
Your shirt is caught on one of the big branches. We're talking 1800s trees before people started cutting them down, them thick bucks.
Them thick
I mean, they cut trees down in the 1800s.
Yeah, but no chainsaw. You gotta think they didn't have lasers, and they had, like...
hand saws.
Rifles and, like, muskets at most.
Hand tools.
Ones you had to fucking pack with a little musket loader and shit.
You know what's
like
funny is I
War.
actually know how to load and shoot one of those.
Of course you
Nice. Alright, so it's the morning for you. What are you doing, baby?
Trying to figure out how to get the fuck out of tree. And since I'm stupid smart...
You just know that swinging back and forth, eventually the tree gives way or you slip off. Either way, you don't know, but you get out of the tree and land on your feet.
Okay.
Your adrenaline is through the roof. You gotta think you are like Richard. You just saw like a tunnel of fucking plasma all around you as you're floating through time and space and just fucking appear out of nowhere, falling from semi-good range to fall into a tree instead of, you know, him falling into the ground.
Mark, I like how our characters were just like, oh, this is okay. And theirs are just freaking out.
So your character is smart and fell out. So what next?
I'm gonna find a town.
You're on the outskirts of one, so there's probably like a big wall around you with a city in it, like Camelot or something like that.
Some shit. That was actually, that was in Britannia. That was before the Pangea split, by the way.
I'm gonna look for...
You obviously, we'll say like 30 minutes to an hour, you make it into the city. We'll say it's like noon.
Type shit.
What?
It's noon and you're in the city now. You've made it to City A. You were only on the outskirts.
Well, the first step that I would do is find someone to explain where the hell I am. So,
Okay.
noon means most likely a rush to the city.
I'm sure there's people all around, yeah.
So, I'm just gonna walk up.
They're all,
To
these
a
are the days of
worker.
like open markets and shit, you know, bins full of food.
Right.
Yeah. I'm picturing kind of like, in
Like
a
the
way,
Mummy. Like the Mummy, where they went to those like Egyptian towns and there was open markets, people selling horses everywhere and shit. It's the 1800s, you know? They didn't have
I was
cars.
thinking more
You rode
Beauty and the
horses.
Beast style, but sure, we'll go with that. So I'll walk up. I'm gonna walk up to one of the workers at the stand and find out where I am, and potentially
Okay.
what time I'm in, if that's the thing that's relevant back then.
Well,
Back then it
he's then
wasn't too
gonna answer.
relevant.
He's then gonna answer you with time. What do you mean time? It's noon. If you're talking time, the year's 1808 or 1800.
Okay, what town am I in?
Oh, they'll just. It's town A. Blah blah blah. Alberta.
Alberta. Okay.
Of Alberta, this is Canada.
Here, I'll just make up
The
a
state of
name.
Alberta.
The state of Alberta, city.
The city doesn't matter.
City.
The city doesn't matter. Just trust me.
Nonchalant. There you go. City nonchalant. There you go. Yeah.
Well, I guess the next order of business would be.
We'll just say North Alberta City. You're at North Alberta City.
I guess the next order of business would be finding a place to stay. So something tells me
Okay.
that I'm not getting out of this whatever the hell happened.
You have no money.
Which means exactly I need to get a job.
Yes, and back in these days, we're saying that it was easy to get a job, but it's like bartending.
I'll be
I'm not.
I'll be a bar wench.
You could technically be a pimp's girl.
No. I will be a
Technically,
bar
because that was a big thing, you know, Wild West kind of times too. If we're thinking.
I'll be a bar wench. So
I am also a bartender, so put that on the back of your paper, bartender. They receive 10 gold if they work all day, 5 gold if they work half a day. But that ends your fucking turn quick. But at the it takes that cost, but the price gives you some money that you could possibly use later in game. I've literally asked Tony for the last 2 days. I just chilled, went to work.
okay, so I'm gonna work. I have 10 gold. I'm obviously gonna work for the highest amount that I can get.
Yeah, the going rate's 10. And it's all gold. Currency is gold everywhere.
Okay.
We'll say gold on the west, and on the east, we'll say euro. Which is just another form of coin, but it's Eastern
Actually,
currency.
It's like the Greek and European.
We'll say silver. That way it's gold in the west, silver in the east.
Yeah, that
Just do gold
actually makes a
everywhere,
lot of
so I
sense.
don't have to change anything.
No, trust me, it'll be better this way. It gives diversity to the nations. Alright, what else are you doing? You're just gonna work the next half the day?
Yep.
Well, it's about a day and a quarter day, so we'll say 7 gold.
That's not bad.
You're working from like 1 to, you know, midnight, going to
I need
bed.
a place to stay and a way
There's,
to get food.
Well,
you
since you're
automatic.
working there,
Yeah, you get to stay at the inn that is connected to it. Inns back in the day used to have like bars inside of them.
yeah.
I mean, these are before hotels, but basically same thing. but always had a bar in it, a saloon or whatever. Alright, so the next day would awake. That would start with me. Alright, so I'm gonna get up after laying low for a few days. Not gonna lie, got my ass beat pretty hard. My dude's kind of freaking out about that. He thought he was invincible, and then someone as simple as invisibility beat the shit out of me. And left me there when they could have easily ended my life. So, but my dude knows after a few days, he shakes it off and he's like, a hero's gotta get back out there. Even though technically I'm a vigilante, which is basically a hero that the government doesn't approve of. Or the people don't know or approve of. Yeah, Batman or Arrow or... well, old Arrow.
Well, technically,
The Avengers
all
are fine.
superheroes are vigilantes. Technically.
No, the Avengers worked for the government, therefore they were legal heroes. Superman is a legal hero. Superman protects the city as the hero and no one cares for his identity. They just know that he saves them when they need it. And no one fucks with his shelter either, except, you know, obviously bad guys. Anyway, on to it. My guy's gonna get up and work half a day for 5 gold. And then, we'll say till about 7 o'clock. I'll take, yeah, 5 gold. I'll work the extra hours free, whatever. I'm just chilling out maybe after work, relaxing, taking a shower, and getting my hero gear on. Say it's about 7 o'clock, I'm gonna go out and search the city again. Alright. So, babe, I need that pen real quick. So I can add my gold before I forget. Alright, I'm gonna pick up the newspaper like I always do. That I had from the previous morning. And I'm gonna see that, you know, the guy's still stealing shit. And at this point, again, it's random shit, you know? He's taking food, he's stocking up for something, but we don't know why. What? Wow, this music's pumping. So...
yes. A little
Alright.
bit. It is kind of
Yeah, I
hard
didn't-
to hear. A little bit.
Wasn't sure. There we go, I turned it down. Let me know if you need some more.
What it is, what it is.
Oh, I can turn it down more. How about that?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, as long as we can all still hear it and stay in the mood. Alright, so I'm gonna say I'm walking down the I don't know, I wouldn't be walking down the street. I would be... yeah, you know what? I wouldn't be walking. Actually, no, that'd be a horrible idea. I am going to go on the rooftop of my building and just kind of like look around and hear. Yeah, basically. And I am going to craft web shooting because my father was Peter Parker and he made his own webs.
What's your intelligence?
This is the Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
My intelligence is a 6, which
Okay.
is like the smartest human. We're talking like Stark is technically an 8.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm smarter than
But
Tony
Stark, yes, you're smarter than Tony Stark. Like, you could have invented anything Tony Stark invented months before.
Right. Cat,
But,
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. You better get your ass upstairs. Better get your ass
yeah,
upstairs.
I don't want to be walking around. I'm wearing Captain America's armor. That's stretchable and shrink-proof.
Trying to get in the trash downstairs.
Because you never fucking know. I'm gonna be chilling up there, and trying to think of something clever. Maybe. Can you get me some more ice water, please?
Can I get you with the cup?
Yes.
Wow.
There is a robbery in progress. I have a, I'm just gonna be sitting and listening, and we're gonna hear someone say, "Stop that man!" Well, I'm gonna hear it, not we. And I'm going to take the fuck off. Again, I can materialize anything I can remember, see, and know how to make. As long as I know how to make it, I can make it instantly, out of thin air.
Like Momo in
Craft fruit. You can't just craft a
My Hero
machine gun if you don't know how to make it.
Right.
Had my intelligence been small, I wouldn't be able to use the craft fruit. I mean, I could, but I'd be making stupid shit like guns that shoot out fucking potatoes. Like, I could make potato launchers. Or some motherfuckers still hurt, man. I'll tell you what.
Do you honestly?
Oh yeah, you hit somebody in the right place, you can actually kill someone.
Yeah, but...
Chest collapse the lung.
Alright, you'd have to have lower than like a 3, though. At 3, you have basic human knowledge. Like my knowledge. Just regular person knowledge. An electrician's knowledge, a job. You choose a job and you know so much about it, kind of thing. But at a 6, I mean, you're fucking smart as shit. You're a professor. Anyway, I am...
I've got 5 in intelligence.
I have 9.
I'm gonna use it, the string, to swing down, and then, you know, I'm gonna let the cartridge go and it disintegrate after use. So I'm gonna go down, and as I'm swinging down, I land down. Of course, you know, I'm in my fucking Captain America suit without the shield. That's stupid. But I'm gonna come down with my sword out and see a woman screaming, "Sir, sir, help me, help me." And I go over and I ask her what's wrong. And she says, "I've just been robbed. The guy just ran around the corner." And I'm going to portal to the corner. Teleport to the corner. Not portal, I can't do that. Teleport, which is different. To the corner, which is not far. And I don't see nobody. I'm looking everywhere like, "Are you sure?" And let's roll the dice. Stoney knows what's coming.
Yes, sir. What do you need rolled?
I got it. It took me a second to get it out. Alright, 7. I'm gonna take 7 damage from a fucking stop sign that is suddenly ripped from the ground and smacking me in the back. And I'm flying down the fucking street. Foosh!
Ow.
As soon as I hit the ground, first thing I do is look back, and again, see nothing. Not a damn thing. Like, fuck. Like, fuck. And that's 7. Damn, that leaves me 2 defense.
I don't know if I'd get up that quickly after getting hit with a stop sign.
Alright.
Bro, I would get the fuck out of there. That's all I gotta say.
I am going... Well, fuck, dude. Yeah, I know. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I want to do something, but if I do it, I could have really bad foreseen consequences. Oh, fuck. Should I do it? What could I do? Fuck, he's invisible. What can I do to someone that's invisible? Like, fuck. Oh, you know what? I am going to... Fuck. I am going to craft, like, a really fast potato launcher that instead of shooting potato... no, paint gun. Paintball gun with rounds that I can just instantly make, and I'm just gonna start popping fucking rounds everywhere.
Just all around you.
Everywhere. The man appears and goes, "Ha, so you've beaten my trick." But it won't be enough. And you think having something made from the same shit as Mjolnir is gonna stop me, but I'm a god, you're nothing. You think your tricks are better than me? I am the god of tricks.
I knew it.
The trickster?
No.
I knew it.
Loki.
I knew it.
We'll go with... You fuck with an Asgardian, and we put you petty humans down. And that's where I'm going to reply with, I'm technically a mutant. So I'll fuck with you when I want. And
However,
you can just say, yeah, however I want, and fuck that sneaking up shit, that's pussy shit.
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna snark, give off some bullshit, ha ha ha. You know, and I still got this fucking paintball gun in my hand, so go ahead and fucking go invisible, bitch. I ain't playing games. We'll say it's in my left hand. I'm just spraying and praying. It's not my dominant hand, I'm just spraying and praying.
Right.
I am going to throw the Mjolnir sword. It's an exact replica of what I would think Excalibur would look like, but no one knows what the true Excalibur would look like. It could be out there. Anyway, I throw it. He fucking smacks it off of him. I pull my hand out. It comes back to me. Showing I'm not fucking playing games. Let's see, what kind of abilities do you got? He makes 50 more Loki copies. He's everywhere now.
Motherfucking fun.
Because he has that, you know. He can make just things, they're not real, but they look real.
They're illusions.
Yeah.
Enough to confuse the fuck out of somebody.
So at this point, I'm freaking out. Like, whoa, what the fuck? And he's like, which one of me is actually the real one? That's the test.
How about spray and pray?
Let's see. I am going to...
Go to bed.
Okay. I could use that. Oh my gosh, this is about to have major consequences, but I'm gonna fucking do it anyway. I am going to grow as tall as a fucking 7-story building and just start stomping on them. I could not think of any other way to beat these guys. 50 of them? What? Who knows what one's real? I ain't got powers like that. But now everyone in the fucking city is freaking out. Monster! You know, Godzilla, holy shit! Well, I mean, it's America, so yeah, they'd be like, Monster, oh fuck!
Godzilla!
I am in Vancouver Island, British Columbia.
I'm actually
over by
making
the Canada Pacific Ocean.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
So at this point, everyone is fucking tripping out. I am stomping on them. Loki's freaking out at this point. At this point, he's like, okay, did not see that one coming. Holy shit.
I see him saying that too.
I'm fucking out of here, and he's dipping. After I stomp all the clones, or I look around for the body, as they're all disappearing, not a body in sight. He gets away.
Salty.
By the end of this night, I go back to the place. Obviously, I shrink down, and I go back to sleep. I teleport back to my bed, and go take my clothes off, and I'm sleeping. That was fucking intense. Getting big takes a lot from me. It's like Ant-Man. He felt so fucking exhausted.
Well, the reason Ant-Man passed out was because he got too big for the oxygen in his blood to reach his brain. Yeah. You see, I may be a dumbass in some areas, but I'm pretty smart when it comes to superheroes.
When it comes to the stuff that...
Sad.
So that's the end of my day. We're running to Stony now.
I go out and I look at the notice board.
You are at the Ontario Lake, and you said you were going to cross it, which is going to take another day to get into Ontario.
Hold on.
But first,
I'm going to look for job opportunities and look at the message board. See if there's
no
any
jobs.
news or anything.
Again, because people are being stolen from at this point, now it's everything. They're not just stealing fucking food, they're stealing dishes, they're stealing cattle, you know, your chickens, your fucking bales of hay. Something is coming up missing every night from somebody. And it's happening to everybody. Every day it's someone new losing something. That's totally random.
Okay, you know what?
So everyone's on the freak out right now. They're all scared. They don't know who to trust.
Okay. Is there anything in the news?
Now, when it comes to the news, you're going to hear... No. You're still in the States. So no. As of right now, nothing.
Okay.
As of right now, nothing has traveled far enough for you to hear about it.
I look for a magic shop.
Okay, you're gonna find what they used to find, people who made, like, bombs and, like, random potions that, you know, have side effects. Like, they work, but they do have a side effect. Like, yeah, it'll heal you for 3 points, but for the next 2 turns, you're gonna have a -1. So really, it only gives you 1.
Okay.
Or it's gonna cut your energy in half for 2 days or something, you know, you're gonna get sick from it.
Okay.
But it does heal your wound.
Okay, in this okay, I walk into the magic shop.
Okay. And it wouldn't be a magic shop, they would call it a, fuck, babe, what did they call that shit in Aladdin? Where they walked in, they had lamps and fucking all kinds of shit. He had magic shit, lamps, all golds, jewelry.
Let's just call it a magic shop, because that's easier.
Yeah, we'll just say magic shop.
Yeah. So I walk up to the person at the counter, which I don't know is female or male yet.
We'll say this one's a male.
Okay. I walk up and I say, "Hello, sir. I am looking for a finding or binding spell."
A finding or binding spell?
Or both. If you have something of that nature in stock.
Oh, it could be done.
Okay.
But there's always a side effect to using magic. That's the thing. Magic is usable, but it's touchy. It comes with side effects. It's like taking medicine.
Right.
Like it got rid of your headache, but now you're tired.
Right.
So you would use them. Like, we definitely have finding and binding. They're gonna be 50
Okay.
gold apiece.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Shit. Okay.
You're like, fuck.
Fuck. I only have 40.
Okay, we're gonna say, but I'll sell you one for 40 in a good night. He's gay.
So I have to fuck a store owner. Okay, hold on.
That is
Let
what
me
he's
look at my
saying.
stats real quick.
How bad do you want it?
I have an intelligence of 5, and it's a +1 for experience for humans. I tried to barter it down to 30, and no fucking.
We're gonna say he doesn't let you barter. He says it's already a good enough deal. And he is not a good-looking guy.
Oh, it's some old fuck.
Yeah, we're gonna say it's an old guy.
Okay, so is there anybody around the shop?
He has 3 workers, a shopkeeper, and a cashier lady that controls the money.
Fuck.
There's also a bar next door. There's a bunch. We'll say there's a fucking
So I can't just kill
tavern
him.
in there. No, people are gonna literally start freaking out.
Yeah. Fuck.
Like, people are coming in and out of that store to buy shit all the time.
I ask him, is this a one-time deal?
This would be a one-time deal. Unless you wanted to make it another deal.
So am I the one fucking him?
He's saying that he wants to fuck you, you fuck him, and he'll give you 2. The barter he's giving is 2, but you gotta stay for 3 days and do his chores as well. Free.
Do I get paid for it?
No.
The payment is you're getting both scrolls. But you also gotta fuck him every night. He wants a nice vacation where he's not doing work and he's getting to get fucked. Because no one's fucking an old dude. No one.
I tell him, give me 1 second. Leave and go to the bar.
Let me get wasted real quick.
Alright, so you're gonna go to the bar. It is midday. Say about 3 o'clock.
I asked the bartender if they're looking for anybody to work.
The bartender says yes, but it will be 10, and it's 10. The going rate is $10 a day, $5 half day.
Okay, I'm down for that. I work for the rest of the day.
Alright, and get 5 coins.
Yep. And of course, me being a sheriff, still in the States, I still get the inn. I work
Yeah, you
there
still get to stay in the inn.
Hold on. I work there anyways, hold on.
You can live in the inn free of charge, but working at the bar gives you money that you don't have to then turn around and spend on the inn.
Right.
Because that would be stupid.
Yep. That's... Yeah.
Alright, you're at 45 gold. At the end of your turn? Alright, we're going on over to Garp. So somebody has now seen his face. Alright, so you go to investigate what's in the barn. And you find... Or, let's see, your character. We're gonna say that your danger sense doesn't go off, so you know it's not anything that would hurt you. But you find a 6-foot alligator just chilling in there, and it hisses at you. And the farmer goes, oh, right, that's my croc. Sorry about that. Not a lot of people have it, but I hear it might help keep that guy who's been stealing shit away. Not a lot of people like these beasts. You can find them down south. Have my buddy bring it up. I could get you one for a nice price.
Just a fucking crocodile chilling. Alright.
Not just crocodiles, things.
Yeah, he's about to say I could do it for 20 gold.
That's not bad.
What?
Just what?
Okay, we're gonna say somebody is hiding in the barn. Not necessarily hiding, but for you, as far as you know, yes, they're hiding. So you go to investigate, and as soon as you go in, you find a dark figure with red eyes moving uber fast, so you can't tell his face or anything. He's moving so fast. He comes up and throws you up in the air and runs through the back of the barn wall and disappears. Alright, let's see. Oh shit, you have super fucking speed. Like, you have Flash's speed. And now that I'm looking... Oh, this dude does as well. You're as fast as this guy. Alright, so you go around the barn, and by the time you get down there, you're just following his path. And we'll say it leads to a river where you find a dead fish floating.
Gross.
Down by the city of Columbus. You inspect the fish. Yes, you went back. All the way there, like you hyper speeded to that bitch. Fucking subsonic speed as fast as this dude fucking... Except, you know, he was a few seconds in front of you. By this point, a few people outside are freaked out. They say they saw a streak of white lightning. Well, you stop at the river. No one sees you. You inspect the fish, and you see what Stoney saw. There appears to be no mortal wounds. But it's dead as fuck. But looks super fresh, super like it was just alive. Okay. Yeah. Same. Technically, you can run across water. As long as you stop... If you stop running in the middle of water, then you sink and you have nothing. But you're fast enough, you could run across it. Alright, you go back into the town of Columbus. It is nighttime by then. We'll say about 8, 9 o'clock. Okay, so you go into a inn that has a bar connected to it, of course, with a map that says the city of Columbus, shows you all the buildings, people's houses, a little directory under there with people's names, in case you need them, and their business cards. We won't even say business cards, we would just say business, like what they do for business, so you know. An information board. And there's somebody in the bar freaking out about seeing white lightning fly past him, and he knows he was not just too drunk. Like, he was drunk, everyone's saying, you're drunk, dude. And he's like, no, I really fucking saw this. No one believes him. No, not you. Some random guy. You're just standing there looking at the information board. You overhear this guy tripping, and the bartender does not believe him. Facts. Shit. That's pretty on it.
That's smart.
Yeah, you would be able to find pirates, but they wouldn't have any, like, special abilities, mutants, none of that. They'd just be ready to die for you. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Well, that's actually the pirate's code. Did you know that? You either save your captain or you die trying.
Yep.
There's
Alright,
no
so you
ands,
were
ifs, or
at the
buts about
bar. You're talking about acquiring a ship and a crew. Let's see. Each crew member we'll say you just have a bunch of crew members with base stats. I mean, but we're gonna roll to see how many sign up. Because you can go from town to town, having people sign up. We'll say a D10. So roll a D10. Alright, that is how many people signed up for your crew. And we'll say they have all their stats, intelligence, strength, agility, all that shit is at a base 3. They're just humans. There's nothing special about these people, but they all have, we'll say, rusted cutlass. Like a rusty cutlass. I'm gonna put that on the back of your paper. Pirate crew, you would have 8. Crew members, I would say 3 in all stats. Also uses rusty cutlass. Alright. So you know, yeah, now at this point it is like midnight. And you've got all these guys following you now. Oh shit! Dude, okay, so the nearest place that would sell that would be
You didn't
Lake.
say buy a ship.
Well, yeah, to steal a ship you gotta go where they buy ships, where they make ships, right? You'd steal one that someone would buy, so you would want to go to a shipyard near a lake. Or an ocean. So you would want to go towards, like, the ocean or north towards the lakes, like Lake Erie. Would take you, like, half a day. By, like, midday next turn, you would be there. And you could, it'd be halfway through the day and you could do your stealing the ship. Okay, let's see if you steal a wagon successfully. Well, it would be successful, because what are they going to do? How are you going to do it, though? The story has to be played.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. you go to confront these people, and it's whatever you want to do. Look at your thing. You could use your powers. You could. I mean, you're taking it by force. Show, you know, you're a fucking captain. Don't fuck with you. Show them why they don't fuck with you, so they never step up. They know not to play games. They need to see, or else they're, you know, you could have people trying to overthrow you. You gotta think of that. If they don't know you have a power, your crew doesn't, they'll try to overthrow you. If they know you have a power, they will be your bitch forever. So you're gonna
You should
say,
change it into the guy you're talking to.
okay, so hold on. He's gonna freak out and say something like, oh fuck. Him and his guys are gonna roll up on next to these guys on the wagon, and he's gonna say something along the lines of, that's a pretty nice wagon there you got there. And they're gonna say, yeah, could be yours if you had the right price. And he'd say, the right price? Huh, that's funny, I'm taking it. And he goes over my dead body. And then he would, at that point, start laughing. And the camera would go left, and then as it would go right back to him, you know, showing his crew, as it goes back to the right, it would show a crew member and his double. And the crew member that got the double would look at his double and go, whoa, what the fuck? And start completely tripping out. And the whole crew would be like, two. And at that point, the people by that bitch are freaking out, they're gone. You can have our fucking wagon. I'm out. At this point, they ain't never seen some shit like that. They saw you transform. Your buddies all laughed with you and looked over and saw two of their buddies, and you were gone. That just freaked them the fuck out. And just for the shit's sake, we'll say they all watched you transform back into yourself and continue laughing. In which everybody goes silent but you. You're laughing. So you're taking the... Oh yeah, there's never too much story. So you're taking the wagon, and we're gonna say, you know, it's midnight. You're gonna have your guys taking turns, obviously. So you'll be able to ride all night. You would be, by morning, you could be there on your next turn. For sure, and have a whole day. Taking the wagon. We'll say it's like a carriage with 2 horses. That would leave it to your turn, babe.
Alright. So I just worked all day the rest of the day at the bar, which makes it the next day, correct?
Yes, did you decide where you were? Yeah, you said you were up in Canada.
Yes.
You're in Alberta City A.
Yes.
North Alberta is what we're calling it.
Yes. I've
So
discovered
what are you doing?
that the year is 1800. I just worked, trying to make
Mm-hmm.
money.
So that whole day, you know, while you're working, that shit's just kind of sinking in. And you get to stay at the inn for free because you work at the bar.
Okay, so I'd probably, after working at the bar, tuck in for the night.
Yeah, you did take in for the night. It's the next day now.
The next day?
Yeah,
Okay.
you just woke up. That's what happened your last night. This is a whole new day. You're waking up after all that.
Okay. Do the workers eat free? Do they need to pay for it? Because you gotta eat.
We'll say... See, and I was telling Stoney this. You don't have to eat, but you can. He eats eggs normally in the
Yeah, 'cause
mornings
actually-
from his egg farm. And it helps replenish, like, energy when you overexpend your power. You're a superhuman. You don't have to eat all the time. Like, you can go a while without eating. You're superhuman.
Okay.
You don't... Your metabolism isn't like others.
Alright, so I'd probably explore the city. I'm literally a new area.
What are you looking
in
for?
town.
Alright, so what are you looking for? Anything specific?
Not looking for anything specific, just trying to get my bearings in the town.
Well, there's shops You find there's shops everywhere, weapon shops, jewelry shops, clothes shops. I mean, everything you could think of is there. Obviously not futuristic shit.
Obviously.
I'm gonna switch up the music. It's been playing the same shit for a little bit. Yeah, like, fuck.
Type shit.
Okay, so I don't have any money to buy anything, so shops are out of the question.
You have 5 gold.
I have 7 gold.
Oh, 7 gold. Yeah, because you worked most of your day. So.
Do you think if I hit my bong, I'll stop having hiccups?
Probably not.
You could try it.
I'm gonna try it.
Here's a pretty good switch up. I like music with no beats, just ambient music, you know?
Okay,
Also, we do not own any of the music you hear. None.
I guess I'd be trying to find a way home.
Okay, so you go to the newspaper, you find just recent news about, the question is, did you know any of us? Like, obviously you saw all of us in the lab before the portal sucked all of us in.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, so no one everyone saw each other, but no one remembers each other as of right now. You see just recent news, some pretty old news about a crazy guy. A guy went crazy up in Ohio, or down in Ohio. Some crazy dude talking about seeing a fucking guy fall into his boat from thin air. And then also you're seeing thieves coming here and stealing, a man, you know, disappearing in the night over in west. Let's see here, it would be over to the west. To British Columbia. And in the south, there's 3 faces. By now, it's been probably 4 or 5 days, so word's spreading everywhere that a whole town claims to have seen a man in a bar with wings like a beast.
Okay. Logically, I would go
And you would see that these are all a few days to like a week or 2 old.
Makes sense. I personally would go to Ohio to try and talk to the crazy man who had the guy fall on his boat.
Okay, so...
I found this guy.
Right, okay, so at that point, we're gonna say you spend your day and you go from North Alberta to whatever that purple area is in the middle. That town, we'll say it's, Sass. We'll say it's North Sass.
Let's say Sassafras.
Yeah, you're there. You're in that purple area in that first top city. Middle city area, not that lake. Alright, and now it would come back to me. Oh, and then obviously, you fall asleep at the inn. You're a bartender, so you get to sleep at inns.
Cool.
Right.
And you just make money, at any bar whenever you want. You're someone who can just fill the spot on the drop of a dime, but it's only 10 gold. And it will take your whole fucking day from you. So, you're going to sleep. I, on the other hand, am waking up thinking, wow, did last night really just fucking happen? Holy shit. And I peek out my window, the corner of my window, and there are people all over the streets pointing at the building. They know it was me. Or, well, I wouldn't say they know it was me. They know that all the danger since, it's all, for some reason, basing it out of the tavern, out of that inn, and they want to know why. So I'm gonna go down there and try to blend in.
Okay.
And
I say you need to roll something there.
yes.
That would probably be... What would that be in? Would that be in
To try to
intelligence?
be stealthy, it would be like, it would be your speed and intelligence, because you got to be smart enough to blend in with the crowd and fast enough that no one notices.
So do you think I would be too slow to be sneaky?
So the way it would work is, like, right now I've got, my speed is, I have to roll 2 10s. The first 10 is against my speed. If it rolls an 8, 9, or 10, it doesn't work. If it rolls that number or under, it works. So a high number's real nice at that point, but we're about to find out. 5. So I have the speed. It's definitely going to work speed-wise. Is the intelligence, which is only a 6. So if I get a 7, 8, 9, or 10, I'm fucked. It is a 9. Fuck.
Damn.
Okay. So I am not smart enough. I get out there really fast and get in the crowd, but people are looking around at me and they know I'm not part of this. They know I wasn't just there. They're wondering, they're thinking I came from the tavern, and why am I not saying anything? I've caused suspicion. So at this point, I'm going to obviously materialize my armor onto me. No, I'm not going to, because if I do that in the middle of the street, that's not a good idea. That would give away my secret identity, and they're already suspicious. I am going to honestly be like, what? You guys got any questions?
What's up, you daft cunts?
What's good? Why is everybody out here? And they're gonna say, well, for some reason, we keep having, shit stolen, and this morning we found all that shit. And it's sitting in the loft of this inn. And the lady swears she fell asleep at the desk, and you were the last one to check in. Well, I'm going to reply with, well, it was not me. I did not steal that shit, I promise. I don't even know. I can't go invisible, and my hair... Fuck, it's black as shit. Though is the right color, is long. Past my shoulders. It's not actually cut. So... I would say it's slightly different. You might have mistaken me for someone else. But I promise it's not what you think it is.
Roll.
Now,
Hey,
will they
brother.
believe me? That's the question.
I was about to say, roll. You gotta roll for it.
Are they gonna believe me? And believing would be based off my intelligence. So... And it's a fucking 8. No one believed me. Fuck. Okay, so no one believes me. Fuck. What am I gonna do, babe? No one believed me. Everyone still thinks I'm the one to blame. They're yelling for the sheriff. And at this point, I'm just gonna teleport out. Let all the motherfuckers freak out. And obviously it's gonna be in the news. Expect it. Man disappears, and the whole city claims man disappears right in front of their eyes and is never seen again. And eventually they'll have a picture of what I supposedly look like.
You're gonna have to
When you
change
cause
this.
big events. Yeah. I'm gonna have to cut my hair or something.
That would do it.
Shit.
Go by a different name.
Shit. No one got my name, that's the thing. I'm a stranger that didn't go by a name. That's why they would only have my face. We're gonna say I am leaving now. Fuck. Didn't want to, but that wasn't the original plan. But you know, things happen. The dice decides what happens, really. I am going to say that I teleported to land. If you look, I was on the island. We're gonna say I'm on the corner little town there.
Which one?
I was
Canada?
Alright, Canada, all the way on the left for British Columbia, Vancouver Island. I went from the island to the actual state in that little corner city. And it was nighttime, so I slept at the inn before, you know, word travels.
Okay, so you... Okay, yeah, I see it.
Because I am
Okay.
currently also a bartender. Just worked yesterday. You have to work at least 3 to 4, I'd say like, at least every 5 days.
Yeah.
Or you lose your status. You gotta be able to say, I am a bartender, I just worked the other day.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, you know how it is. You don't show up, you don't make the job. That's gonna end my turn. That's gonna move on to next.
Me?
Yep.
That's me. Good sir.
You guys are all entitled to remember your own story, where it is.
I'm gonna go to the shop.
At this point, you've made it to Ontario. You sailed across the ship, made it to Ontario. So you're in
I
Canada.
wasn't on the ship yet.
Oh, no,
Remember?
you weren't. You
I was
did,
not.
you did that fucking bartending shit
Yeah.
instead. You just stopped.
Yes.
So you're still in the tip of New York
Yes.
by Ontario, in the middle, like, top.
So, hold on one
So
second.
you wake up at the inn after working.
1 second.
He doesn't want to fuck that old dude.
Just think. He could have easily got both those scrolls for a simple 3-day work. 3 days of working with the guy for free and screwing him. He'd be basically giving up his turn, and in fact, his story would be, yes, he's fucking an old dude, yes. But he would also have a binding and finding scroll. Limited, but powerful. Again.
Okay, so...
Yeah, powerful. It's more like powerful with a side effect. Oh, dude, this is the jam. Let's go.
Go to the normal shop and sell 3 of the 4 necklaces I have.
Okay, and they're worth 2 gold each. So they'll give you
Yes.
6 gold. Where's that pencil, baby?
And you know what? Let's sell 2 of the 4 rings I have as well.
What's your Red Bull?
Oh.
And you did not mark down how much those are, gold-wise, the rings.
The rings are also 2.
Okay, I want to sell 2 of those as well.
Alright, so now you only have 2 rings.
I have 55.
And 1 necklace.
Yes.
2, 4, 6, 8, that's 8. On top of your 45 would be $53.
Okay.
Or gold.
Okay. I go back to the magic shop.
Alright. And the guy goes, you come to reconsider the offer?
How about
I'm
this?
laughing, I'm sorry guys. Inside I'm laughing hard.
How about this? I will give you all of my gold for both of the scrolls.
He says, I will take your 53 gold. And I will give you 1 scroll, and you can work for me for 1 day, and fuck me for 2. Like, you would fuck him then, and then fuck him that night of the work, which is the next day. You
This
finish
guy
your day
really
out, and then
wants
the
to
next day.
fuck him.
Well, you're only paying $3 fucking for a $50 scroll. He's gonna want compensation. And back in the day, that's a lot of money, you know? That ain't, like, $300 is, like, a fortune. That was rich, you know? So if he's asking $50, you know, and making a good deal, that's 47 gold off for one night of working, and you gotta fuck the dude.
I guess.
Right
Fuck
there
it.
and then later.
I guess it.
He's like,
I
fuck it,
guess.
I guess. Alright,
I
so he
tried
gets...
to get around it. I tried.
He's like, I tried. Alright. So you now have a finding scroll. What was the other one? A binding? Yeah.
Which I'm not sure what either one of those things do.
A binding scroll will periodically hold someone to your will. Like, make them do what you want. Regardless of dice roll. Like, I'm just gonna use the scroll and he's gonna do what the fuck I say.
Ah, okay.
Like, a one-time mind control. Until the task is completed. That he wants done. And if it can't be done, the dude will just try for the rest of its life. His, hers, whatever. And then the finding scroll can find a world with just a thought of what they look like. And he can get the state that they're in.
Oh, Garp left the party.
He'll be back. Fuck it up, stupid. So, he got those, and the next day he has to work. So for the rest, you still have a fresh day.
Hold on, y'all.
We'll say that, you know, he got it, you moved on. All good, all good. So Stoney basically screwed the dude. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What are you gonna do? You don't work for him till tomorrow.
3 o'clock. Work at the bar.
All
make
right,
some
and
money.
that will give you 7 of your gold back.
Get that money back up. That's what I'm doing.
All right. Now that, and then you would end up passing out after your shift. So now we'd move on to Garp. Yes, you are rolling up to the docks of Lake Erie of a 9-man team, 8-man plus you.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, you unleash your tremor fruit, and we're gonna say it cracks. Only one ship. The ship right in front of you just splits right in half. And everyone's like, oh, as people are jumping the fuck out of the ship into the water, freaking out. And no one has any idea you did it. As far as they know, the ship just split and everyone's tripping.
Oh my god, what the fuck just happened?
Go to bed.
What was that? Sorry, Coraline was saying something.
Oh fuck, what
Okay,
the fuck's going on?
if you're intentionally doing it, then they're all gonna turn to you. Seeing another earthquake, they're gonna look in the direction of shit going on. People near you, at least, will see you. And they're gonna scream, run away.
Run away, monster! Oh my god!
No, they wouldn't say monster. They would say devil. Run away, devil!
Yeah, true.
Until everyone was gone. Alright. We'll say it's a Navy vessel that has the capabilities of closing and... No, they wouldn't have been able to go underwater back in the day. We'll say it's a vessel that could hold 100 people. Like, it's a big galley. It's a good old galley ship. Big old sail on it. Fucking bunch of Englishmen on their way over to America kind of ship. What are you gonna name her? You have to name her.
Yeah.
You're gonna name it the Moby Dick? Alright. Alright. Moby Dick 2, and I'll do it in Roman numerals. And that'll be a ship. Alright, so you've taken the ship. We'll say it's 3 o'clock. It is midday. After all the people have cleared out and the ships are broken and sunken, no military is trying to come to you. Obviously, at this point, they're scared of you. Alright. There is a connection from Erie to Ontario, Ontario to a lake into Canada, which would lead out to... Technically, you could ride it all the way to the ocean, because you're in Ohio by Erie. But that's a pretty big lake. We've been there. That's a big as fuck lake. You sail off, that motherfucker, you'll be gone. Alright. Alright. Training and... Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. D&D's about to be lit. Alright. Believe that shit's about to be in the fucking papers. That whole tremor shit? Oh, yeah. That shit's gonna spread across everyone's newspaper. Something that large is gonna be everywhere in the world. You're gonna love that ability, babe. That's a good one. Yeah, not only opened, we'll say you laid that town to waste. Like, everyone from the town left, it burned to the fucking ground. Like Barbossa showing up in the first movie and just firing canyons on that city. People are freaking out. People are waking up after being knocked out and there's fire everywhere. They're trying to repair shit. That's definitely gonna be all over. People are gonna believe it too because the town got destroyed. Alright. We're gonna say that got you a bounty for sure. We'll say that we'll say $1,000 bounty. Well, you gotta think, this is way back, 1800s, $1,000, you were rich. Like, fuck, someone kills you and turns you in, they're set for life. A million to them would be a number unthinkable. They'd be like, a million? What even is that? They don't even teach that in school. That's how much you're worth. 1,000 is so rare. They're gonna start calling him Captain Quake. Double Q. He hasn't shown up yet. People come and as they come, you know. Shooter said something about joining too. He hasn't yet. But alright, so you're training in a ship somewhere in Erie. Where no one will find you. Yeah. Yep. Check you later, man. Love you, bro. Good luck.
Alright, man. Peace.
I'm ready to go if you guys still are.
I got like another hour before I have to worry about bed, so let's keep going.
Alright, you're gonna go to... You're heading to Ohio.
Yes, I'm trying to
Because you
figure
heard
out...
of some shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna wake up the next morning and there's rushed news about a new pirate out there causing mayhem nearby that had leveled a city. We'll say the North knows about it. Like, Canada knows, and we'll say no Mexico, no across the world. We'd say, like, the United States also know, because it happened there. The entire United States and Canada would know. 9 men taking the boat, and one of them being severely dangerous, and a bounty for his capture at $1,000.
Okay.
The Navy wants him bad. He's also stolen a ship.
That sounds about like what something he would do.
He fucking did, dude. He just got in and started completely ripping the fucking world apart.
Yeah.
We'll say he fucking trembled like 10 times before people finally, like, all got out. Like, at that point, they were beyond freaked.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Pink eye, babe. Oh, it's sty. Which
It's
is
gross.
almost pink eye.
Which is disgusting nonetheless.
So technically, babe, that would make it your turn. You said you're moving to Ohio, looking at the...
I wanted to talk to the guy who's...
Which way are you taking? Because you could go south, and then east, whatever your route. Look at the map and tell us which way are you taking.
Okay. Last I knew I was in the purple area. Which place
Yes.
in Ohio are we looking at? I know there was a map in Ohio. Where that...
It's south of Ontario.
Was there not just a map of Ohio somewhere?
No.
It's not.
United States. Ohio is in the United States calendar one. Right now, if you were to go south, you'd be in, like, the Montana area. Just in, like, Louisiana. Which
Yeah.
Louisiana was like the United States, but less laws, more thieving.
Well, I
You
don't
know,
want to go there.
It was a safe area where, like, Indians and, you know, criminals could all go and there were no issues. Oregon is, like, the same. Mexico Ascension is all
I wanna
Indians,
take the
pure
safest
Indian
route.
territory.
So the safest route would not be through Louisiana.
Well, you never know. Get a little excitement in your life. Stony would. He'd be like, I'm doing it. He's like, I'm going to the, in fact, I'm going to the Indian burial grounds.
You know, I live not too far away from there.
But no, it's all about what you want to do. Like I said, it's not like you're gonna get mugged or anything, like nothing like that. It's just like, these are like outcasts, a lot of country, people that own plantations and all that, slaves, mass numbers of slaves, of different kinds of slaves, Indians and Africans and all that.
Okay, again, I want to take the safest route.
Well, you're not. You're a fairy, but you look like a regular person, a regular white girl, so you wouldn't have any issues going through anywhere.
Except
If you were
it's
a person of
1800s
color,
and
it'd
I'm
be a
white
problem.
woman.
You would have no say, and white women would, well, men might try to, like, get in you or whatever, but you're pretty powerful. There's not any issues there. You're also able to just be invisible everywhere you go. Like, you technically don't exist.
Turn that light out.
So the question is, where do you want to go?
I want the fastest route to the crazy man.
Okay, that would be with where you're at. I would say it's more in North Dakota. If you went south, you'd go to North Dakota, and then you would cross over to Wisconsin,
Okay.
and then down south and around the lake, Michigan, and to Ohio.
That works for me.
Alright, and we're gonna say it takes 2 turns to get there.
Yeah.
No, more than 2 days. That's a little bit of a journey if you're up there. It would take your whole turn. You would stop in North Dakota, Louisiana, and sleep. Now, you would have to sleep on like a tree or something because working at a bar does not count. Someone is commenting on your shit. Bars do not count because you are not in the United States.
Okay.
You would have to become a Louisiana bartender. And to do that, you would have to remember to go there every 5 days, along with the United States, or give the job up.
Okay, so I'm just gonna sleep in a tree somewhere.
I did that for like, Stony for like 5 days, maybe a week.
I think it was like a week.
I was broke. Alright,
Like
so
I
that
am
ends
now?
yours.
Hey, Burning Net, we're doing good. How you doing, bro? We're playing some D&D here in the background.
Yes.
I gotta go check on the kids back there real quick.
Run it.
That would make it your turn, Mark.
That would make it my turn. I am going... Right, that's right. They forced me out of that city.
Yeah.
They forced me to flee because,
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that, yeah, I fled there, and then I'm going to go south to Oregon.
So you're going
And we're going to say that I get to the middle of Oregon, right where, like... it says Columbia. If you look, it kind of says Columbia with a river. Right above the name Oregon. There's a letter with a little slash. That's
Yes,
an
yeah.
obvious river.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I got to, and I'm gonna sleep near the river.
Okay.
So no one hears me breathing or snoring or none of that bullshit. Oregon does have a lot of Indians, so I do have to roll to make sure I don't encounter Indians overnight. Because if I do, that could be good,
Bad.
could be bad. Alright, I am safe
Alrighty.
this night. And then it moves on to you, where you are now in
Free
Canada.
to do what I fucking want. No, I'm not in Canada. I got the
no,
scrolls.
you're not. Yeah,
I got the motherfucking
you got
scrolls
the
now.
scrolls, and you are in New York,
New York
still.
still. Yeah, I'm going the fuck back to Ohio.
Alright. And if you were to, say, materialize a horse, start riding out of town, you could easily be at the top right corner by Lake Erie in a whole day. Moving to Babe's turn.
Yep.
And watch Babe would then, she's in North Dakota, she would pass into Wisconsin. For sure. Into that middle area where it looks like there's either mountains or lakes, whatever. We'll say she
Right.
gets over by Lake Michigan. And she's heading down
Yeah.
towards Chicago.
I think that is a
And that-
major, like... No, that ain't.
And that is the end of her day. This is the next day for everybody. I am the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And Babe is the end.
Right.
Currently. Of the same day, of the same turn. Alright, so now this is a brand new turn. I'm waking up again. I was safe last night in Columbia. Or the Columbia River, I'm guessing is where it's at right now. I am going to move to the tip. It almost looks like a little arrow, like right by Mexican Ascension. If you were to keep going south, it says 1859. Under the second time it says Oregon. It says 1859-ish,
Yep.
or whatever that number. Below that, there's that little like crack in the paper that has a line going south into California. I'm at that crack of the line.
Okay.
Searching. I'm going to search for Indians to possibly persuade to let me live there. Maybe I find some good ones and I offer my protection for free, and they offer me a little hut or something. And with my intelligence, I made it a 3. My intelligence is a 6. It works.
Nice.
And I am now gonna say that they take me overnight in a carriage to their main territory, blah blah blah. We'll say main territory. On the coast, if you keep following the line down, but not all the way, and you go left, it branches off to the left to the coast, and there's a bunch of red, and you can't possibly read 3 little lines. I'm over at those 3 little lines. We'll say that those 3 lines are a city. Or not a city. Indians would have had a village.
Yeah.
And I'm now living there.
Okay.
Where they do not like... They don't usually like Americans or other people anyway. So they're not going to pursue me for something I did in Canada.
Right.
And I'm going to pass out for the night. And watch, it would be back to you. You're heading back to Ohio. We're going to say you were at the tip. You made it at night just in time to get back to Columbus.
Well, couldn't I have teleported? And it'd been like midday?
If you teleported... and then made a horse, you would make it there by night still. That is how you're making it by night.
Ah, okay.
Because that's still like half a state.
Yeah.
You're at the top corner. 500 miles.
True.
You get to the inn, it's very late. We'll say about 12 o'clock.
Before I lay
Probably-
down, I want to check the message board real quick.
You're going to check the message board and see that just today, well, not today, but
Yesterday.
news today, from yesterday, that northeastern Ohio, an entire village was completely wiped out. A whole town gone by a newfound pirate. And they're calling him Captain Quake with 2 Q's. And he has a bounty of $1,000.
Okay.
And he's very dangerous to stay away. Literally, he leveled the entire city. They said he was with 9 men, Or he had 8 men, and none of them had to make a move.
Okay. I go to my room, because, you know, I have a secured room, and pass out.
Alright. It is now the next day. I am in my new... Well,
Kareen's
not a
turn.
City, it's a village.
You forgot.
Oh, yeah, babe.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Yes, it is.
Sorry, baby.
All good.
I've been playing D&D for hours today.
Yeah.
Alright, if we look over here, you are just now in Wisconsin. We're gonna say that you made it past Chicago into Indiana.
Alright.
We'll say you're at the corner of Ohio. Do you have any, like, teleporting or anything?
Not that I know of.
Flying.
Let's see, light creation, elemental bending.
Don't read them off.
No.
Why?
Don't read them off. Let it be a surprise when you use the ability. Those are the best surprises. Like when I just grew out of nowhere
Yeah.
and just started
Wait, what?
stomping them. They were like, wait, what?
No, I don't have anything that would allow.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say you made it to Indiana then. You're in the middle where the top northern, like, mountain squiggle things are.
You also need
the border
to
of
update
Michigan and
my
Indiana.
sheet for me, good sir. Because I still have the 4 rings and the 4 necklaces.
Yes, at the end of this, we will have it.
Okay.
Yeah, at the end of each episode, we'll
Yeah,
send new
that.
copies. I gotta send Richard his too. Alright, so we are now moving on. That's the end of the day, with Babe falling asleep at the middle of Indiana, in the middle of the lake. Well, no, you could sleep in the inn now, because you're technically still a barkeeper, but it's also been 3 days.
So yeah, you're gonna need to work soon.
So then the next day when you wake up, or the day after that, you have to work, or you'll lose your status. Work something, even if it's you have to work at least a half day, we'll say.
Sounds good.
Alright, so you pass out. I wake up the next day. I am all the way over in Mexican Ascension. And I am learning the language of the Indians today. That's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna learn the language of the Indians, and we'll say it takes 3 days. Because it ain't no overnight bullshit. It's gonna take me 3 full turns to learn their language. I'll write it down, but it's gonna take me 3 days. Unfortunately. So the next day it'll just be me sitting in the encampment, checking over notes. Literally all day.
Charge shot killed me.
That or, you know, they could kill me.
That could happen.
So I'm like, no. Okay.
So does that make it my turn?
I'm gonna put Indian.
I believe so.
And we'll put +2 because it's not just human. It's a specific human.
Right.
One that in the future could be very useful considering nobody would really know Indian. Alright, and I would pass out, and I would still have 2 more turns fucked. So, that would move on to Stoney's turn, where
I am in the inn.
you are in the inn, and you have to work for that guy for a day.
Oh yeah, true.
You're like, shit. So he spends his day working for the guy, and then, you know, pleasing his knight, just one. And it is now Babe's turn.
Okay, am I still traveling?
At this point, yes.
She was in
You were in Indiana.
so
You
I'd
have made it
say-
to Ohio. We'll say you made it to the village. We'll say not the village, the town that got destroyed, and saw it with your own eyes. The entire city fallen, burned to the ground. People crying,
isn't
trying
that
to rebuild.
too, like, wouldn't
Not
that be
to the
too
ground,
far
but
up? No, like, wasn't that over by the Great Lakes? She's in Indiana.
she's in the top of Indiana, almost by Michigan. On the borderline of Michigan and Indiana, if she kept on that trail, she would just hit Lake Erie, follow it to the city. And then she'd end up being in that middle area where he blew it up, by coincidence. So you would see it firsthand.
Oh,
And you
God.
see a bunch of people all crying, trying to fix their stuff. You know, it's been a few days. The fires are all out, and they're doing their thing.
Okay. I would obviously be very fucking confused on what the hell happened.
Okay.
I'd probably ask, I'm going to ask somebody what exactly happened.
And they are going to tell you, because there's no newspapers at this point, they're still recovering. They're going to tell you that a pirate showed up, or a man showed up, who ended up being a pirate, and he wrecked the city, and his men laid waste to the shoreline,
Okay.
declaring himself as a new dangerous threat on the seas. And we were just in his way.
Okay.
And it's nighttime. It's like 9. You could stay at the inn at this point.
Is there even an inn in this area? Or is
Yeah,
it destroyed?
the inn is still slightly destroyed, but you're welcome to stay, and it's not going to rain. There are little holes every, here and there. They're still slowly rebuilding. It's going to be, another week or so before it's fully rebuilt.
Okay, I'll stay at the inn for the night then, yeah. I've been sleeping in trees in the wilderness for days. An actual bed would be nice.
And the next day, you're going to have to work to keep
That's
your
fine.
bartender status. Alright, so the next day, I wake up. I continue to do learning my Indian music, old music, their language, their way of, their culture, things like that. Becoming a member of their tribe, really. It's kind of what that'd be. And I have a whole nother day, so that's on to Stony, who wakes up after working and all that. We shall not repeat.
Yeah.
And he is starting a new day, has his scrolls, has $7 to his name. He just worked 2 days ago, so he's still got a
just
few
worked yesterday.
free days to do whatever he wants. You worked at the dude's house, not at the bar.
True.
The bar was the day before.
True. So yeah, I just made it back to Ohio. So, in Columbus.
Yep, you're waking up in your place.
Yeah.
You got 5 chickens in the back like you had before. It's...
Check the chicken coop, because I've been gone for a while.
Are they dead?
Well, he spawned them. They would never die. He could spawn them. He could spawn them and have, people are going to check on his shit. They're not just going to let his chickens die. He's the sheriff.
Right.
We're going to say while you were gone, one of your chickens had a kid actually hatch. And there were a bunch of spoiled. So you can't collect today, but there are now 6 chickens.
Shit,
Clean.
yeah, say less. Okay. Yeah, I should probably
So
clean
now
that
we'll
up,
roll a
though.
d6. Alright, so you clean that up. By the end of that, it's midday. It's about 3 o'clock. We'll say 2.
I want to go to the weapons shop. The blacksmith.
Okay, so you go to the blacksmith, and you're looking around. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a not really long, but not really short sword.
A
Like
medium.
mid-range sword, yes.
Alright, so a regular sword. What kind of
Correct.
class are we talking? Like, what do you want to, brass? Like, what would the blade be made of? Brass, silver, gold?
Deal.
I'd say even at this point, diamond and obsidian.
You
Obsidian's
see,
indestructible.
how much would the obsidian be? Probably a lot more
Oh,
than what
the
I got.
obsidian's way more than what you got.
Mm-hmm.
Obsidian
I don't
would
know.
say is like
I'm just looking
1,000.
for something cheap to put a demon in and trap it.
As a side note, did you ever get
That
your
would be a
drink out,
magic
Fraser?
shop. Yeah, he did. That would be a magic shop. We don't sell anything like that here. Just fine weapons.
Okay. Well, I will stop by back later and check some more of your inventory out. I was seeing some stuff I liked. So I
Alright,
leave
so you go.
and I go to the
You
magic
leave.
shop.
Alright, it's 3 o'clock now.
Of course.
You're at the magic shop.
I look around. How many people there? What's going on?
There's about 5 or 6 people there. It's a decent sized shop.
Okay. I look for one of the workers, or the worker.
Worker comes up and says, "How you doing, Sheriff? What can I do for you?"
I say, I'm looking for something to be able to trap a demon in and seal it.
Good neighbor.
Okay. In which he is going to reply. Get my map back up here again. I had to restart the music. I like it.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's gonna reply, "I got a box here on the shelf that'll catch you a demon, but it won't hold it for long." And of course, it's completely theoretical.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it's gonna work.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's all you got right now.
How much do you think that will be running me?
Say 30 gold, but you're a sheriff, so we'll do 20.
Okay, I'll come back in about a day or so, and I'll most definitely pick that up. Just hold it for me, and I will be back.
We'll say they have an infinite stock. It's like RuneScape.
Okay,
It just
okay.
never ends. Alright, so now we move into you going back, or what are you doing now? You're leaving and say it's 4 o'clock now. Officially midday.
Go work.
Starting to get to that night.
Work at the bar.
Alright,
For
work at the bar
yeah.
for another 5.
Yes. I have 12 now. Okay.
Alright, babe.
Okay, I'm on an N.
You have to work the day or you're gonna lose your status.
Yes, I want to work the whole day, giving me 17. Check ya.
That's why we put it on the back. When you run out of room, grab a new slice of paper. Alright. And then comes the next day, my final day of learning the language, and once again another turn skip. I'm at this point becoming fluent in Indian. Finishing becoming a tribe. By tomorrow I will be a tribe member.
Okay. So it's...
Because of course I've explained I come from nowhere.
Right.
So the next would come back to Stony. In which you're waking up after working a half day and checking out a bunch of shit at the shops.
I'm gonna work the entire day.
Alright. That's gonna get you another $20, oh, another 10 gold.
So I'm at 22 now.
And then comes back to Babe.
Okay, so I worked the entire day yesterday. So I'm going to start making my way back to my main goal, which was the old man.
And you could make it to, in a day's time, in half a day's time, you could be there. You would be right where, you know, it all went down.
Alright, sounds good. I definitely want to talk to this man.
Alright, so you go up to the door, you knock, and the dude goes, "What, you want to call me crazy too?"
No, I want to talk to you about what you saw. I want to know exactly what happened.
Everybody believes I was crazy, but a feller here just fell in my boat. And then the feller made something, like, come to life in front of me. Like, he just made something out of nothing. I know it sounds crazy, but that's why everyone calls me crazy.
What did he make?
He made a sword. Not even a few days later, I actually got robbed from that sword. I saw a man beast that they then again called me crazy. But the whole town saw that one.
What did this person that fell from the sky look like? Do we have a better description?
Yes, I fished with him all day. He had long black hair. I'd say he was real tall, almost 7 foot. Blue eyes, maybe 200 pounds, maybe 220, 240. He seemed to be real intelligent. He didn't talk much, besides telling me that he could do things and that he was here to apparently help save the world. And I thought he was crazy, so I called the police. And he disappeared, and so did my boat. So you probably can assume where that went. They found my boat up north of Ontario. And I never asked any more questions after that. They started calling me crazy, saying I drove my own boat out there for the publicity.
Did he tell you where he was going?
He didn't tell me nothing. We just sat and talked. I told him about the town and told him about the time, considering he told me he was from the future but couldn't tell me anything about it. I offered him a place to stay, and when I woke up to call the police, by the time they got here, him and my boat were gone.
Okay. Is there any other relevant information?
He never gave a name, now that I think about it. He said it was best not to know.
Okay.
But he was wearing a he was wearing a blue suit, a blue, red, and white suit with a star on the front. Like the colors of the flag.
Okay. Well, if there's no more information, I'd thank him for his time. And I guess make my way towards Ontario, where the boat was.
Yes, because he started in Lake Erie and went up to Ontario in front of New York to try to get away. To break the path, so they wouldn't suspect. They would think I went north. The authorities would have looked north and found nothing. By the time they found the boat, I'm long gone. Alright, so we're gonna say you make it on the boat, and we'll say that he offers to take you to the top of Ontario, and it would only take another day's journey for 10 gold.
Just 10 gold, that's all you're at? That's all he's asking?
Yes.
How much time would that save me as opposed to walking?
You'd have to steal a boat to cross the river, or you'd have to walk past New York to, not Maine, or Massachusetts, that Champlain area, right above New York, where the land actually connects, and even then there's a river, and you would have to find a way across the river of rushing tides and all that.
Okay, so I will take his offer. Boat ride for the 10 coins.
Okay, when you get a chance, here's the path. So he's gonna take you up there, you're gonna fall asleep on the boat, and then, your whole day just kind of looking around or whatever you want to do. Alright, so back to me. I wake up, I'm living in the Indians area, I'm having a fantastic time. I offered to protect them. I have not taken off my hood to let them know. I'm letting them know I'm just a superhero. I don't show my face to anyone. At this point. So, let's say I am going to, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm going to take a turn to learn about the animals that live in their territory. Their horses, their cattle, their cows. I want to know the whole specifics. I want to know enough. Oh, I guess I've done that the 3 days now, so I would already know. I will take the turn going for... At this point, I'm running with a sword on my back. And no horse. I am going to try to find the fastest horse and ride the horse around as my new steed. From one of the buddies, and we'll say 10 gold. No, we'll say 20 because it's fast. Which will drop me down to 10 gold.
Type shit.
But I also ride on a horse now. I have lost my job as the Canadian bartender. but I am going to serve Indian drinks in a TP that I stay in. They can come in and get drinks. And, since I'm a member of the tribe, it's one big area too. It's not like a bunch of states. We'll say they give 10 gold and I get obviously my place to stay, but because I'm a tribe member, I would get slight more, but not OP'ly more. We'll say that they always keep my swords sharp and my suit touched up. Well, I never take my suit off, so that wouldn't work. I had free food, water, things that Indians would have. I would have free. Anything I desire.
Okay.
But I am their entire area's hero. To the death. So, that's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna patrol, and the first day, nothing horrible.
That's good.
Now, it would move on to Stony.
Okay. So how much gold do I have now? 22? Is that correct?
Yes.
I go to the magic shop. And I buy the box.
Alright. So you now have we'll call it a demon hold jar.
I go back to the inn.
Alright, it's still morning. Obviously you walked over there, knew what you were looking for.
Exactly. I go to my room and I pull out the binding spell, or scroll, and I read it.
Okay,
Like,
the binding scroll tells you that you can bind to anything within sight, and it will be bound to you as long as you can see it.
Okay. I assess the magical properties of the box.
The box has only safeguards to keep the magic in before being used by the user, along with instructions on how to use in detail.
I read the instructions.
Smart man.
And you now know how to use it. We'll say it's noon.
Okay.
And you can use it on tap whenever.
Okay.
That would be something sitting in your bag.
Right.
Alright, it is noon.
I read the finding scroll.
Alright, you read the finding scroll, and it tells you on the top of the box that you're able to find anyone with just a thought of what they look like from anywhere in the world.
Okay. I use the finding scroll for the entity that attacked me at the farm.
Okay. That's a smart ass idea. Wow, did not see that coming. I'm not gonna lie, guys. That was a good idea.
You see, that's
Okay.
why I wanted the binding spell, but that's something completely different from what I was thinking.
Hey, you know, you never know.
Right. You thought I forgot about it, did you?
Ah, alright, so the spell burns up, and in the spell, it's a map that burns up and stops burning at the spot, and the spot is the farm.
Okay, well that was a waste of $50 and 2 nights.
You're like, mind fuck.
Is there a
Just
priest
flat
in my
out
town?
that farm. Oh, that's good, babe.
Is there a church?
Yes, every area has one in the United States.
Okay, I want to go to the church and talk to the father there.
Alright, we'll say it's
Violated.
midday, and you are now talking to the father, and he goes, "Hello, my son, what would you like to talk about? What brings you to the house of God?"
Yes, father. Two things. One, I'm half angel, so yeah. Two, can you assess this box to see if it'll hold a demon?
Yes, I could. He checks it and says it is legit.
Okay. Just has nothing to say about, me saying I'm an angel.
Oh no, that's getting put down now that he knows.
Okay. I say thank you, Father. I hope you have a blessed day. And I leave.
Alright. And he just lets you know, babe. Oh.
What?
Yeah, it happens.
She just picked up a fuck item. It looks like the moon.
Oh.
Do not pick it up. It's
Yeah.
orbital tears.
It happens.
It is.
Anyway. Hey, you might do good with it. Anyway. So by the time you get done talking to him and all that, because he's curious, wants to know.
Yeah.
We'll say he wants you to prove yourself. So how would you prove yourself?
Is there
He's not just gonna
anybody in the
believe you're an
church?
angel. No, in this point you are in the confidence of the box area. Well, in that case it was a room.
Professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, a confessional kind of thing.
I show him my wings.
Alright, so we gotta roll to see if he freaks out. Huh? Roll a... Oh, wait, D20. I'm on a D10 over here, look at dumbass. I mean, it's 50-50 regardless with the D20. Just so much more satisfying. Alright, go ahead and roll.
I got a 17.
Wow, I got a 16. Savage. So that
Is that
works.
good or bad? That's good?
That's
okay.
good. Yeah,
Oh,
so it
okay.
goes the way you want it to.
Okay, that's good.
So the father's just like, wow, oh my gosh, I always knew they existed, my faith was real. Like, wow. I mean, angel of God, you know, how may I serve you?
Well, Father,
Just to be in your presence.
don't treat me any other differently than any other creation.
Because at this point, once you tell him you're an angel, you have to tell him, like, you're part, you know, everything.
Yeah. And after I
So
say
that he would know. Because he's going to
I-
question the shit out of you and he's not going to let you leave until you do.
Right. And I tell him, after I say that, I say, I am also part demon. I am a Nephilim.
And he's super chill about it. He's like, oh, that's fine. You seem, like you're using it with the sides of good rather than using your demon side of bad.
Now, I will say...
The more you use your demon, the more, like, people will fear you, hate you, not want you around. You'll step on there and the priest won't even want you in the fucking concession box. He'll be like, get out of here, demon spawn. Right now, you've been doing a lot of good. You've done nothing bad. You haven't killed anyone, nothing.
Yet.
I didn't kill anyone, technically.
True. But you're still getting a little bit of a reputation. But,
yeah.
Okay, so I explained all that to him. Fucking... He's done with his questions. Okay?
Yeah, we'll say it's nighttime. He knows it all. He says if you ever need anything, like if you ever need holy water or, to bless one of your weapons.
Actually, Father, I might need your help soon. With an exorcism. Or a binding. Or a,
Alright. He says to just find him. Oh, you can use it to bind someone to an object.
Okay.
It doesn't have to you can, like, take control of them and put them in the jar and make them stay. But it won't last forever. Like, the minute you take your eyes off of it, it's over. Like, you gotta fucking, not necessarily stare, but, like, every few minutes you gotta look down at that jar. And just continue walking.
That works.
And you'll be fine.
Okay.
The jar will shake. You'll clasp it until it stops shaking. And keep walking. If anything, you don't even have to see it. It'll just shake you. As long as you hold it, the power stays.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Okay. I go back to the inn.
Alright.
I go sleep. Actually, no.
Alright.
I work.
It is nighttime.
Yes.
You could work to get 2 gold.
Only 2?
Yeah, it's like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I go to sleep.
Yeah, as I say, I'd just go to sleep. So your guy goes to sleep, and now, babe, it's your entire day. That's that's your future. You're in our past, so you're catching up.
Okay, so I'm a day behind y'all.
Yes.
Okay, and I was.
You're in the morning of our night.
I was in Ontario.
Yes, the whole day actually is going to be spent getting to the top of Ontario. On your next turn, you will be in the spot that they say I disappeared.
Okay.
Or not that I disappeared, that the boat was found.
Okay.
You can look along the way, whatever. If you want to, like, look along the way, I don't know what you would find that would be useful.
I would say a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. So we'll say that you...
I'm just gonna continue to make my way.
Sleep, relax, he tells you more about the times. It's 1800, and as far as he knows, we'll say, he basically hands you the map of the United States, in the whole United States area, anyway. The map that, you're looking at.
Okay. Helpful. Helpful, old man.
Tells you to keep it, so you got a map. So put a map. Put US. Well, everyone technically has it out of game just to keep an eye on where you are, but your player wouldn't know left from fucking right. Now your player could be like, I want to go north because this is here, and that is there. So that's actually good. Here's the pen, put down US map. We'll all know what it means. Yes. Or on the back if you want. Yeah, just put it in items. You have nothing in items right now. When you run out of space, you know, find space. And then you sleep the day away. And with that, we're going to end it and continue this chapter tomorrow. Thank you for watching, as always. It's been great. Seriously.
Yo. So we're ending it there.